Horse Week, Day 3. A. I just found out my roommate thought that it was actually National Horse Week, but it's actually just my own made-up Horse Week. Oh, great. Which one do you want? The one with veins or the plush one? Pick your poison. You got options. The plush. Okay. Oh! What do you say? What do you say? So I'm gonna probably hold the horse head like this a little bit because it relieves the pressure off of my head. Yay! I can't wait to play!
The Secret of Shadow Ranch.
Senior?
To start, choose Junior or Senior Detective.
Yeah, no. We're doing Junior. Team
Dear
Junior.
Hannah, well, I made it to Shadow Ranch, but I'm afraid all is not well. The Raleighs, the people who own the ranch, have been called away on some kind of emergency. They had Dave Gregory, he's their foreman, pick me up at the airport. He gave me a phone number, told me to call the Raleighs at that number as soon as I got settled in, and refused to tell me anything else. In fact, he barely said 2 words to me the whole ride to the ranch. What's worse, Bess and George aren't here yet, which is very strange, because even though we had to take different flights, we figured we'd get into Phoenix at about the same time. Being here without them feels odd. After all, the Raleighs are their aunt and uncle, not mine. I wouldn't even be here if Bess and George hadn't begged them to invite me out to the ranch for 2 weeks, too. Until about 3 months ago, the Raleighs owned a clothing store. Bess said it was always their dream to sell the store and buy a cattle ranch. I hope they're okay, but frankly, as beautiful as Shadow Ranch is,
Beautiful.
I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this place. Love, Nancy.
Okay, Frances. There she is.
Humber.
Frances.
Wonder who she was.
Oh my god, this is the best game. I want to cry. Did that music make anybody else? Did it give you tears in your eyes? Here's Shorty.
Hey, you must be Nancy. I'm the cook, Shorty Thurmond. Welcome to Shadow Ranch.
Thanks,
Come
Shorty.
on over here and tell me about yourself. You have talked to the Raleighs, right?
Yes, Bree. Except for the last Nancy game, it's always the same voice. What's up, Shorty? Is that important?
Is that important?
I promised the Raleighs I wouldn't talk to you until after they did.
Why do you want to talk to me so badly?
Do you have any idea how hard
Excuse
it is
me?
to have an interesting conversation with those 2 guys out there? It's impossible. So call the Raleighs, then come right back.
Okay, I think he just wants the tea. You know what? Who can blame him? Merch hype. Okay, let's call the Raleighs. Maybe.
Hello?
Hello, Mrs. Raleigh. It's Nancy Drew.
Nancy, are you at the ranch?
I
Yes,
am
and
indeed.
I'm a little concerned that you're not.
But I have turned into a horse already.
Is everything all right?
Oh, everything's fine. I mean, it is now. It wasn't last night, of course.
What
Everything
happened?
would have been fine last night if you hadn't made such a fuss.
How could I not make a fuss? There was a rattlesnake in our bedroom, for Pete's sake.
Wait, did she just neigh a little bit? Are you talking about the Raleighs? Nancy. It was a little bit.
Did you say rattlesnake?
I told Ed to leave it alone and let
Did
one of the
you
hands get
say
it out of there. But no,
rattlesnake?
Ed started poking at it with my yardstick, and all of a sudden it leapt up and bit him.
It bit him? Where?
Where?
In the bedroom, dear. I could have sworn I mentioned that.
No, where?
No, Mrs. Raleigh. I mean, where did it bite him?
On his body.
On his arm? On his leg?
Oh, on his arm, just below the elbow.
Slay.
Swelled up something awful.
Sorry.
Fortunately, he's doing much better today, and the doctors think he'll be well enough to go home in a day or so.
I'm well enough to go home right now.
No, you're not. If I don't stay here with him, he'll get up and walk right out that door.
No, I won't.
Yes, you will, because you think you're fine, but you're not fine.
What can I do to help you?
Oh, nothing, dear. Absolutely nothing. You just go get a horse
Yeah,
from
come
Cassie,
on.
the head wrangler, and go riding to your
Yes, head
husband's
wrangler.
I told Shorty to go ahead with the cookout I planned for tonight, and
The envelope. Have her take that envelope to Mary.
oh, good idea. There's
Mary
an envelope
Yazzie.
in the roll top desk in the den marked Mary. If you could ride over to Mary Yazzie's and give it to her, we'd really appreciate it.
Whenever I play this game, I'm like, wait, is this game my favorite? It's just so good in so many ways. The scariest Nancy game, I'd say, is Shadow at the Water's Edge. I don't find Thornton Hall very scary, but I guess it's like, it is objectively. I think definitely Shadow at the Water's Edge.
I'll do it right away. Did you say I'd have to ride there?
Because of the way the roads are set up around here, it takes longer
Horseback.
to drive to her place from the ranch than it does to get there on horseback.
I want to go to a ranch so bad.
She's gonna have to get the key to the desk from him, too.
Oh, that's right. I always lock the roll top. Dave has the key. Oh, dear. It seems like there was something else I wanted to tell you.
The horse, Bet. Tell her about the phantom horse.
The
Did
what?
he say phantom horse?
Yes. You see, last night we...
Hello, Mr. Raleigh. Time for those tests.
Uh-oh. We have to go. Don't worry about us, dear. You just go have fun. Just be sure to wear a hat and drink plenty of water.
Just be
It's
sure
gonna
to wear your
another
horse
hot one.
head.
Bye.
No, wait. Just tell me about the...
Phantom horse? I wish I did that on Phantom Horse. Yes, the sounds were creepy in Thornton Hall. That's fair. Okay, Shorty, I called them.
Tell me you've called the Raleighs.
I have, and I still can't believe what happened to Ed.
That is creepy, isn't it? But the horse, that was even creepier. See, I was just about to crawl into bed last night when all of a sudden this glowing horse comes galloping up outside. It stops and rears and paws, whinnying and snorting. Then it just wheels around and gallops off into the night. It was Dirk Valentine's
gallops off
horse,
into
you
the
know.
night.
Now it's a phantom.
Dirk Valentine? I should find a local ranch and offer to work on the ranch for a day. Oh my God.
Dirk Valentine?
If
Dirk
not
Valentine
just
was
horseback
an
riding,
outlaw around
also
here
helping
back
at a
in the
ranch.
1880s. Legend has it he was in love with Frances Humber. She lived right here on Shadow Ranch. Unfortunately, her daddy was the sheriff.
Her daddy was the sheriff. Something tells me.
this story does not have a happy
no,
ending.
sir.
Because of him, Valentine was captured and eventually
I love
hanged.
this story. I mean-
Ever since, the ghost of his horse has been roaming the desert, cursing whoever sees him with bad luck.
Listen, I'm not glad Valentine was hanged. Just as Shorty says that, I'm like, I love this story. But listen, it's a story. It's like an old time heartbreaking story. But I wish it worked out for them. But then it wouldn't be so heartbreaking and mysterious. What a great story.
What a great story.
Story? All I know is Ed Raleigh sees the horse, and what happens less than 2 minutes later? He gets bit by a rattlesnake. You do the math.
Well, just so you know, I can't do math.
Well, I'd
It was
better get
confirmed
going.
yesterday
Drop
on
by
stream.
anytime.
Okay, we're gonna try to put this. Hey. We're gonna try to put this somewhere. I look so crazed. Oh, this could work. Now I'm just two-headed monster. It's Horse Week. And we're playing this wonderful, wonderful Nancy Drew game that I've played 10 million times before and would play 10 million times again. Because it's perfect.
You talked to the Raleighs?
This is our lover boy, Dave. He is God tier, he is handsome, and he is honest.
I sure did. Do you think Ed's gonna be all right?
He'll be okay. Getting bit by a rattler's no picnic, but it sounds like he's out of the woods.
Yeah, in the bedroom, no less.
Shorty told me about the phantom horse that appeared just before it happened. Did you see it too?
It was the strangest thing I've ever
saw
seen.
it
Guess
too?
you're gonna
It's
be asking
real?
me a lot of questions, huh?
110%. Well, welcome to the trash bin, Miley. I hope you enjoy our Horse Week.
I don't know. Why do you ask?
The Raleighs said you were a detective.
Their niece.
Their niece,
She
Bess Marvin?
exaggerates.
She told them that, and she exaggerates.
I'm
gonna
just
be honest with you,
inquisitive.
ma'am. We were short a couple hands to begin with, and now with the Raleighs gone and everybody on edge over what happened last night, well, this is not a good time to be visiting
Ooh.
Shadow Ranch, that's all.
What's one thing y'all have done within the last week for self-care? Now, this is a great question. Because you know what? I went to yoga. That was my self-care.
How do you think that rattlesnake wound up in the Raleigh's bedroom?
What'd you do?
Probably crawled in through a mouse hole sometime during the day and took a nap.
Scary.
Night times when they're most active. Something the Raleighs found out the hard way.
Oh, God. It is so ridiculous.
Could somebody have put it there?
Guess it's possible. Person would have to know how to handle snakes, of course, but then if you work in the desert, that's one of the things that's good to know.
Yeah, it's not safe out here.
The Raleighs asked me to take something out to Mary Yazi's, but it's in
I
the
wanna go
den in
to
the roll-top desk,
Arizona
which is
so
locked.
bad because of
They
this.
said you had the key?
Sure do. They gave me their key ring at the hospital.
Great, thanks.
To
Say
get to
what?
Mary's shop, just follow the trail that goes northeast out of the corral. Can't miss it. And I should probably warn you, she doesn't like the Raleighs.
Yoga is great. I agree. I've been finally going to in-person classes again and absolutely loving it. Why not?
Why not?
No idea. Not really any of my business.
See, a man who minds his business.
I'll let you get back to work.
Appreciate it.
Okay. We got some chickens. Wait, which I'm not even going to deal with that yet because we were not prompted to. So I'd say let's meet Tex, the head wrangler. Maybe. Maybe, Andy. Ooh, that sounds great,
So
Britt.
which one are you?
Excuse me?
Excuse me?
The Raleigh said they were going to be inviting some young ladies out here.
Do you guys
take
simp
each
for
one of
him?
them.
Because he kind of just creeps me out. But we put him I think we put him high up. We put him on Why Am I Questioning in our tier list.
Yes, I'm Nancy Drew. And you are?
I'm the head wrangler. You want to ride, you come to me. You prove to me you know what you're doing, I may just let you.
Okay.
Did you see the Phantom Horse last night?
I saw something. Just watch.
Yeah, I knew
still
he'd be
ain't sure.
skeptical.
Now, if you want to ride, listen up. First thing you're going to do is never ride unless you're wearing a hat and gloves. And unless you got a full canteen of water. You can wear that hat over there. It's Mrs. Raleigh's. Got a helmet.
Well,
built right
does she
in.
have lice?
Her gloves are on the
Did
saddle
I
you
see
be
something
using,
that lice is
and
coming
you can get
back?
a canteen from Shorty. Then you're gonna saddle and bridle your horse.
Yeah, 1
No
out of
need to
10,
brush 'em.
right?
I do
I
that when I
mean,
bring 'em
not
in.
1 out of 10.
Then you're
Come
gonna leave 'em in
on.
the
Could
mountain
be
block in
worse.
the corral
Could be
and
Taylor
mount up.
Sinclair.
Then I'm gonna ask you some questions. You can't ride outside the corral till you get all the answers right.
But like, maybe some people like his voice, but it kind of makes me unsettled.
If I don't know something, can I just ask you?
Nope. When you're done riding, you're gonna dismount, hook your horse up, take the saddle and bridle off, and put 'em back where you got 'em. Always keep your gloves with your saddle.
That's what they tell me. What does that
Are
mean?
these horses ground tie?
Yep. If you get off when you're on
See,
the trail,
Nancy knows her
don't tie
stuff.
your reins to nothing. Just drop 'em. And barring an earthquake or something,
Oh.
old Bob will stay put.
Interesting. So we don't have to hitch our horse. Now I know that because of Red Dead. Are you saying the stash is good? Yeah, the eyes. Beady Eyes. Beady Eyes Ranch, if you will. Coming up soon. Howdy.
Bob?
Who's
The
Bob?
bay over there. Name's Bob.
Come
That's
on,
who I'm
Bob.
putting you on.
Yeah, that makes him creepy. I agree. May I go riding now?
May I go riding now?
Nope. With the Raleighs gone, the ranch is real short-handed. Before you ride, you're gonna have to go see if Shorty's got any chores that need doing. Gotta
Frick.
get a canteen from him anyway.
Talk to you later.
Just stay out of trouble.
No, you. Okay, we got
Well, hello,
Hello there, Bob.
You got some friends back there?
It's Bob. Yeah. It's Bob. It's
Hi
Clyde.
there.
And Ace.
You two aren't too shabby looking either.
It's Horse Week. It's Horse Week. Aw. Why am I crying over Bob? Come on, Bob. Thanks, Potato.
Hello?
Nancy, hi, it's Beth.
That
And
was
George.
loud.
Hi, I'm at the ranch. Where are you guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Uh-oh. I'm not going to like this.
The
am
music
I?
is so
We're at
loud.
the airport in Omaha, Nebraska. Our plane had to land here so they could fix some problem with the radio, and now they're saying we could be on the ground for hours.
At least they didn't
Well, at least
cancel.
they didn't cancel the flight.
Yet. I mean, who knows what's really going on. Yeah, no one around here ever gives you a straight answer. So what's going on there?
A lot.
A lot
Last
is
night,
true.
Uncle Ed and Aunt Beth found a rattlesnake in their room.
Oh my gosh! Are they okay?
Thanks,
Well,
Aloha.
actually,
I have a
it
lot
did
of new
Uncle Ed.
redemptions and like sounds and
He
stuff for
alright?
Horse Week.
He will be. Right now, he's in the hospital. He'll probably be there for a day or two. Aunt Beth's staying with him.
Oh my gosh!
And apparently a phantom horse showed up at just about the
Phantom
same time as that snake.
A
horse.
phantom horse? Of all the times to get stranded
Phantom
at some stupid
horse.
airport. Look, you just better keep us posted, Nancy Drew. That's all I gotta say. We're so bored. George just bought a book on 19th century clothing and
How
accessories.
convenient.
George did?
It's the only thing in the bookstore here that looks halfway interesting. So if you need to know anything that's even remotely related
I
to 19th century
probably
fashion,
will.
let us know, okay?
Sounds good to me.
So what else has been going on?
Well,
That's it for now.
Stay in touch. That's an order.
Hey there, Nancy. Man, I wish the Raleighs were here.
How
why?
come?
I'm really looking forward to you and me sitting down and having a nice conversation, especially with all the weird stuff that's going
Yes,
on.
hand
I'm
on
so
hip.
busy getting all their chores done in addition to my own that I barely have time to talk to myself, let alone to you. Enough of me complaining. What's up?
He just loves to chat.
Tex said I should get a canteen from you and see if there are any chores you'd like me
Risk
to
it
do.
for the
Music
biscuit.
to my ears. First
What
thing you
is
can
that
do for me
saying?
is go out to the garden and pick all the ripe vegetables. You know what ripe vegetables
Catechus.
look like, don't you?
Yeah. You,
You
bet,
bet
I
I
do.
Good, because if you pick vegetables that aren't ripe yet, I'll be real ticked. You can put them in the vegetable basket that's hanging outside. And one more thing. Sometime today, I need you to build a cooking fire in the pit
It's the
outside.
worst part of the
I'll
game.
light it when I'm ready to start cooking. And be sure to fill the bucket out there with
But I
water
still love
and leave
it,
it by
in a
the
way.
pit. You know, just in case something catches on fire that isn't supposed to. The Raleighs
All
wanted
right.
to have a cookout tonight, and by golly,
We're gonna have a
cookout
cookout.
no matter who is or isn't here.
Yodelay. Yeah, we are, Shorty.
Well, I'd better get going.
Drop by anytime.
Have you all ever met somebody named Shorty IRL? I need to know. Did I get my canteen? Oh no, I don't get my... I'm pretty sure I don't get water until I complete all of this. Is that true? That is ridiculous. Okay, so let's get some water for the fire, not for myself. You know one guy named Shorty.
Wonder who wrote this. This must be where Shorty wants me to build a campfire.
Okay.
This must be where Shorty
Okay.
wants me to build a campfire.
Yeah, this is some kind of code. We'll figure that out for sure. Dun, dun. Wait. Oh, God. I somewhere have a video of me dancing. Wow, I haven't shown this. We need to show this. There's a video of me creating a movement piece to all Nancy Drew games, and I think I've only played it. I might have played it once after, but I played it years ago on stream, like before most of you were here. It's me like doing a movement piece to select Nancy Drew songs. And we got our water. Now we need to pick up sticks all over. Yep, there we go. We need to do a lot of things, but I don't mind. You know, I'm working on the ranch for free. Just like I might be doing IRL. So let's see if we could easily find all of these sticks. Horse week, a month, year. Honestly, it's all up to you. But we were talking about how I want to do a themed stream every month. So who knows, my channel will be all kinds of things. Okay, well, finding the sticks is already not going so great. Wait, did I go over there? By the chicken coop? Yeah. I don't know how many I need. Someone did say Nancy Week. It would be actually really interesting to do Nancy Week because maybe I could do some kind of like insanity challenge. Like finishing the whole series in a week. But that would be really crazy. Typical. Yes. Maybe this side? Sigh. The horse neighing in the background.
Just missed.
Oh, that was scary. Oh, wait. I know why. It's because this. I totally neglected that.
Oh.
Here, shorty. What the frick? This is taking too long. Yeah! Aaron Lumberjack Gamers. Wait, that sound. Isn't that like a meme sound? That, yeah.
Oh.
It's like a meme sound. Yeah.
There. Just call me Nancy Paul Bunyan Drew.
Nancy Paul Bunyan Drew, Aaron Paul Bunyan Gamers. Yay. Can I put all this down yet?
Not
I don't
yet.
think so. I need to get newspapers. Yes, Andy, we
Bank
think so.
robbers?
Bank robbers at local gas station. I love that. Bunyan twins. Nancy and Aaron.
It's a fire pit.
Wait, you're so right, girl.
So far, so good.
Nice.
I need
Oh,
more
wait.
kindling.
Wait, what?
Paper won't make those logs catch fire.
You need more
I need more
kindling.
kindling.
Okay, maybe I just need to find one more stick. Would I be friends with Nancy in real life? I might start to get annoyed with her. I honestly think. Although she's a girl boss, obviously I love her. Like, if it was real life, I don't know. And I'd probably be jealous of her. So, just being honest. Yeah, and she's rude. So I'd probably like, but maybe I would just kind of not fully understand, but then I would eventually. Oh, I found it. Yes. That might be it.
It's a fire pit.
It's a
Not
fire
yet.
pit.
Not yet.
Come on.
I need to start with tinder.
Oh,
So far, so
Tinder.
good. Those are too big. Those are too big.
Hmm?
That should do it. There.
They were
One
not too
extremely
big.
Well-built campfire, if I do say so myself.
Great looking fire, Nancy. Nice
True.
job.
We did it. That was pretty quick. Sometimes it takes me a lot longer. Check,
Check.
check,
Check.
check.
That's done. That's
Okay. Well, we've done everything. Oh, but what about the eggs? Do I have to do that? Did he tell me that yet? I don't know. I should get going. But first, how did you... Yeah. You know she would. And she'd be like, my mother died as well when I was very young. And then you'd be like, I don't want to talk about this right now. I don't want to relive my traumas.
Pick those vegetables for me yet?
No.
Not yet.
I need those vegetables, Nancy.
Sorry, Shorty. Okay. Let's go. Let's try. Isn't this game the best, though? Even if we do have to pick vegetables. Let's see. Beefsteak. I'm just gonna guess. Like, I know it's that. I know Golden Queen is that. It's the black turtle that I have to look up. So... harvesting vegetables. So, ready. Like, okay. So, none. Northern Lights, I'm gonna guess, are all the red. I don't think any of those are ready. Wait, let's double check Romano too. It's really just like the bean things that get me confused. Okay, Romano. So overripe, middle. Okay, this is gonna be tough. I think those are good, and those are good, I think.
It's so hot, I should get these vegetables into Shorty
Pick
right
those
away.
vegetables for me yet?
You betcha.
Oh no, you got stuff in here that isn't ripe yet. Picking stuff before it's ripe is a waste of perfectly good food. So don't do it again, you hear? Now, second thing I need you to do for
shoot.
me is take this,
It's
go out
just
to the chicken
impossible.
coop and fill it up with eggs. Just be careful of that basket. It's kinda old.
You're kind of old.
Well, I'd better get going.
Pleasure talking to you. Got
Let-
those eggs for me?
Wait.
Well,
I
sorry.
need those eggs, Nancy.
How would I have done that in the speed of light? Pleasure doing business with you. Okay, let's fix this. This one, for some reason, we're always doing this puzzle in dead silence. Every time. Well, I guess we hear the chirping of the birds. Well, no. Oh, and of course, now the music is back. New mic, it's a sleigh. Okay, you guys want to hear the new Big Island mic? I think that's perfect. Let's just do save. We love our Lord and Savior, Big Island League. We love.
We love Big Island Mike. My name is Joe Hardy, and I love my daddy, Big Island Mike. Let me please make you a snow cone. What's your favorite flavor? Mike, my name is Joe Hardy, and I love my daddy, Big Island Mike. Let me please make you a snow cone. What's your favorite flavor? Oh yeah, I'll figure it out. Don't you worry, there's nothing I won't do. Whoa.
Good job, little horsey. Big Island Mike. Frick. The game won't open. Unable to restore original gamma ramp. Access to this surface is being refused because the surface is gone. Love this game. Okay. No, we've done it. Don't you worry, Andy. It just, who knows why it happens? Who knows? Oh God, thank goodness. Nobody breathe. Nobody move. And the game is kind of giving the same energy because it is dead silent. Well, you know what? I'm so grateful that we at least got to be back because I was envisioning not being able to play the game. This isn't called Frustration Week. It's called Horse Week. So are we missing the last piece? Oh, no. There we go. Yeah, I was like, I don't remember
Am I
that.
Good or what?
But I do remember this.
Voila!
I do remember this, and then something happens. It was hiding. I have the horse head on my lap for comfort.
Oh no! There's a
Yep.
hole in it.
Wait. What? Wait. There's a hole in it. It doesn't... Oh, because I had to do that first. Oh God, that's so silly. I was supposed to not know there was a hole in it, maybe? And so then... That's funny.
Wow! Ow! Yikes! Maybe Maybe I'll come back when
Yikes.
she's not in such a foul mood.
Not the word foul. Day, day, day. We got our eggs, and we're back in
You
business.
can find more eggs than that.
Shut
I
up.
can?
Shut up, Shorty. Oh, okay. The crazy chicken's egg. We've got it. We've got it. We've got it. You can find more eggs than that. Like, how does he know that? You
Got
know?
those eggs for me?
Right here.
Good for you.
Got the eggs right here.
Anything I can do for you now?
Can I freaking have water?
Do you think I could get a canteen of water from
I'm dying
you?
of
Got one right
thirst.
here. You're good to go.
Well, I
Can you
better get
imagine
going.
that?
Drop by
I can't
anytime.
get a canteen of water until I do like 3 different chores. Nancy is like, at this point, on the verge of going to the hospital from
Hello, Nancy.
dehydration.
Something I can do for you?
How long have you worked here?
About as long as the Raleighs have lived here. About 3 months, I guess. I was their first hire. First me, then Tex, then Shorty.
Well,
That shorty sure likes
that
to talk.
Shorty likes to
doesn't he?
talk.
He does his job and he does it good. Far as I'm concerned, that's all that's important.
Dave. Hardworking man.
I talked to my friends, Bess and George. Their plane's been delayed. They aren't sure when they're going to get here.
Sorry to hear that. Well, to be honest, I'm not really. Driving back and
He is
forth to
honest.
the airport takes a lot of time, and time's one thing we're all running kind of short of around here.
Especially because the Raleighs are gone. You got a lot of work
I'll
to
let you
catch
get
up
back
on.
to work.
Appreciate it.
Preach. All right, let's look at our checklist.
That's
Okay, we've done everything. Oh, but something we haven't done. Let's go. Can I get into this roll top desk is the question. I need a key. And that's suspicious because they just told me to go in.
Phoenix and surrounding areas will be hot and dry today with temperatures expected to reach the mid-90s by 5 this afternoon. After that, temperatures will begin to drop with a nighttime low in the mid.
That's Dirk Valentine. That's Dirk Valentine talking. Let's talk to Tex and just see if he prompts us to do anything, but I think we need that key.
Need something?
May I go writing now?
Yep. If you got
Oh.
everything I told you you need,
Okay.
and you think you know your stuff when it comes to
We don't
horses,
know our
old
stuff,
Bob's all
so
yours.
let's try this.
Talk to you later.
No hurry.
Come on, Bob. We're gonna try this, but we don't know our stuff. We never know our stuff. We just guess. This is a game where you can you could definitely guess. And I do every time. I've never studied up on this. So get ready. And you'd think I remember more things each time I play, but I also don't do that. I love the sounds of
Come on,
this.
Bob.
And it's just so nice.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Ready for some questions?
Come on, Bob. It's horse week. You got this. All right. You bet.
You bet.
Where's the horse's hocks?
Oh my god, you guys, we said this yesterday. Just below its knees.
Just below its knees.
Nope.
Ask me something else.
Where's the horse's frog?
On the bottom of its hoof.
That's 1 out of 10.
Ask me something else.
How tall is a horse that's 15 hands?
5 feet.
2 out of 10. Got a long way to go.
Guessed. Ask me something else.
What kind of a horse is a Paso Fino?
It is. I always want to say a paint horse.
A paint
but I don't know.
horse.
Nope.
Ask me something
How
else.
can you tell if a horse is colicky?
It lies down and
It
stands
keeps
up.
lying down, then standing up.
3 down, 7 to go.
Yay! Ask me something
Ask me
else.
something else.
What's the difference between a bay and a chestnut?
Oh gosh. I'm just gonna
A
guess.
bay has black points.
That's 4 right.
Ask me something else.
What tribe bred the first Appaloosas?
The
The Nez Pierce.
That's 5. You're halfway there.
Ask me something else.
What part of the horse is most likely to be hurt when it founders?
It's
Its
feet.
Bingo. That was number 6.
Yes! I'm doing well. It's truly horse
Ask me
week.
something else.
What part of the saddle should you always check before you head out on the trail?
The cinch?
The cinch.
7 down. You're in the home stretch.
Ask me something else.
What is a mule?
It is offspring of. I think
The
this.
offspring of a female horse and a male donkey.
8 right.
Oh
Just
my.
2 to go.
Ask me something else.
Where's a horse's hocks?
This is just the one that's.
On its front legs.
Nope.
Ask me something else.
Damn.
Where's a horse's hocks?
Just above its hooves.
Nope.
Ask me something else.
Where's a horse's hocks?
It's on its
On
back.
its back legs.
This here's your final question.
I'm ready.
What kind of a horse is a Paso Fino?
It's gotta be.
A quarter horse.
Nope.
Ask me something else.
What kind of a horse is a Paso Fino?
A gaited horse.
Well, you answered all the questions right. And I can tell by the way you sit, you ain't gonna go falling off for no good reason. So you're free to ride outside the corral.
That
Just
was not
don't
so
go
bad.
Galloping all over the place. Because if you bring old Bob back all hot and sweaty, you
Hot
can
and
kiss your
sweaty.
cowgirl days at Shadow Ranch goodbye.
Giddy up, Buttercup. Your cowgirl days at Shadow Ranch goodbye. Now,
I still need to get the envelope I'm supposed to take to Mary
Yazzie in the roll top desk, but how do I get in the roll top desk? And I don't want Bob to get all hot and sweaty. Okay, we gotta go to the roll top desk. We gotta figure that part out. I feel like Dave gives me the key.
You got a steady back home?
Thanks for doing that. Yay, our first use of you got a steady back home. Thanks, Phoebe, and thanks for the 100 bits. How are you doing? You got a steady back home? Where's the key? Wait, let me talk to him first, speaking of.
Hello, Nancy. Something I can do for you?
I'll let you get back to work.
See you later.
Let's see if there's anything in here. You got a steady back home?
Can't check that off yet. Check.
Check. Like this one, but I need those
Something
things.
goes here. That's not the right time. Must be broken.
This will give us the answer. But where's the key? Yeah, I'm cuddling my horse. For comfort. Oh, I got a cowboy hat. Anything?
You still here?
It is.
You sound surprised.
You and your friends, if they ever show up. You
Oh,
ain't gonna last more
rude.
than 3 days out here.
Well,
Oh, that's
I
so
hope you like
cute,
surprises,
Andy.
Tex, because you're in for one.
City folk can't take living out here. Too rugged.
Not
too much
city
work,
folk.
Too dangerous.
Big city,
Talk to you
small
later.
Just
town.
stay out of trouble.
You know the drill. This is strange. I don't know if I've ever had this much trouble with the beginning, and I probably just missed somebody saying something. So I don't think the key's that hard to get. I think it's right under my nose. Wait, I had the key the whole time. I'm gonna freaking... Okay, then. I think Dave gave me this key, and I just didn't realize. LOL. Laugh out loud. Mary Yazzie, we got it. Ed and Bet Rowley. Just because you fire me, don't make another mistake and think that you've heard the last of me, because you haven't. Dave is distracting. We all know that I deserved a second chance. Letting me go without giving me one was just plain
Sounds
wrong.
like this Jane Nash person has it out for the Raleigh.
In fact, you know what your problem is? You don't believe in justice, but see, I do. That's the way my brother and I were raised. Justice always prevails, although sometimes it needs a little help. You'll see. You'll see. Not a threat.
The Raleighs sold a trunk full of junk to Mary Yazzie.
A trunk full of junk. Oh, yay. Awesome. I love this game with all my heart. Okay, I'm gonna go get my pasta.
Howdy.
Come on, Bob. Thanks for making that so fun, y'all. Whoa. Oh God, oh God. Okay. We're back with pasta, sweet potato gnocchi. If you watched the vlog, you would know. And if you didn't, well then you're just out of the loop now, aren't you? I feel like almost everybody in here watched the vlog though, which thank you for. Now, we continue. Aaron Close-Up Gamers. This is perfect, by the way. Okay, however, we gotta go look at this. I forget what colors, so let me just take a picture. Of course, I got no storage, so we gotta do this on Snapchat, Ratchet version. Imagine I accidentally post it. That's how much I care about Snapchat. It really wouldn't matter. Now, 2, based on the clock, 2, 7, 12. And we're in.
This doesn't look like it was ever opened.
Okay, let's listen. This is my favorite part about the game.
As usual, things did not work out like
So
I planned.
I love this game
just when
so
I get
much.
everything
I've
fixed
said that a
just
million
right
times.
for you to go looking for the thing I hid for you, I go and get myself arrested. But no matter what you hear, nothing is gonna happen to me. I will be fine, and we will be together soon, I promise.
Spoiler alert.
Meanwhile, you can
He
keep
dies.
busy by looking for what I hid. Start by using this piece of paper to mark where all the rock pictures are. They will tell you what to do next. Your favorite flowers and the
flowers on your favorites.
Start keeping them in mind too. I will leave a
Oh, I
message
will
for
show you,
in this
Dave.
here cell, just in case they decide to move me to the jail down in Tumbleweed or something.
And we have a sound alert, so at any time, if you need to hear, you got a steady back home, it's available.
I like vexing your brain because when you are thinking real hard, like when you're playing the piano, you are more beautiful than anything in the world.
I like
I am
vexing
sure
your
to be out of here
brain.
before you find my treasure, but in case I am
It always
not,
makes me wanna
know
do that.
It is all yours, and that you are more precious to me than 10,000 treasures put together. 9, 12, 15, 22, 5, 25, 15, 21. Dirk. P.S. I do not and never will hold what your father did to me against you.
I love this man. Slay. Okay. Now, we've
July
got
4th,
more.
1882.
Now, this is the
Got
sheriff.
sworn in as sheriff.
We're just
It
gonna
was the
listen.
4th.
We love all these
It was
parts.
Like all
This
them
is the story.
celebrations was for me.
And they got that
course they
great
weren't.
voice acting.
Francis thought up a song and played it on the piano for me. I forget how it went, but it was purty. I'm lucky
T,
to have
Phoebe,
her for a
except
daughter.
he was a criminal.
Clifford Shoup come
But
by
we know a
with
thing or
plan
two
to
about
run
Western
New York,
outlaws
which he calls Harrison's Yellow.
with the heart of gold.
Right dead to me, but Francis planted it out.
He only
back,
takes from
needed
people who
some
deserve
water,
it.
and looked
So does
me on the
Arthur.
mend. She's 17 and can read and write good and knows her numbers. Hereford's thinking to marry her, but I said she ain't of that mind yet.
Also, you redeemed Come On, Bob. Come on, Bob. Even though I know Bob was kind of right there. If this even is Bob.
March 30th, 1883. Francis has got eyes for a young man named Dirk.
An outlaw.
Says he's from Prescott. Cappy says when she plays the piano, this Dirk makes everyone be quiet so he can hear her good. I ain't never seen her smile like she smiles now. I told her to bring him to the ranch for dinner, but she says he won't come because he is too shy.
Exactly, Phoebe.
I wonder if that is the truth. April 16th, 1883. Got a letter from the sheriff over in Phoenix about this Dirk Valentine.
Why is he
One
talking
robbing
differently?
2 banks in a stagecoach. Picture with the letter
This
looked
doesn't sound
just
the
like
same.
Dirk, who Francis is sweet on. When
They
I showed her
changed
the
voice
picture, she
actors
got
halfway
tearful
through.
and run off. Now Dirk is gone, and she won't say nothing about where he went. August 2nd, 1883. Dirk Valentine is robbing banks and coaches and trains all over the territory.
Oh, lordy.
Francis says he never ever shoots his gun and only steals from people that already got plenty of money. But that ain't true, because some of them trains he robbed was carrying money meant to pay miners their hard-earned wages. He is nothing but a no-good, greedy outlaw.
Oh,
Francis
no.
gets real mad when I say that. I fear she is still sweet on him, and that she sees him when she knows I am busy, and gets letters from
Wait,
him
I'm
when
gonna
she
say it
hides from
wrong.
me.
That's a
September
place.
9th,
Prescott
1983.
or Prescott?
Got hold of a note Francis sent to Dirk and saw what they were
Love
going
you,
to
Steve.
meet. So I got a posse and we caught Dirk, and now he's in jail. The judge is coming next
Don't
week.
hang him.
I hear he is a hanging judge, so Dirk most likely ain't long for this world. Francis won't say nothing to me no more and says she never will again.
Prescott?
September 13th, 1883. Dirk sent a secret letter to Francis, which Mason got hold of and give to me. I locked it up so she won't ever read it.
Give it to her.
Francis ain't allowed to see Dirk in jail, of course. And if she never sees his letter, maybe she will think he don't like her no more, and maybe she will stop liking him.
That's not how it
Francis's
works.
ma would have known what to do better than me.
It's the opposite. You should know this, Papa.
September 17th, 1883. They hung Dirk at noon. I thought I would be glad.
Of course. Why would
September
you do
18th,
this?
1883. Francis took Brownie in my big saddlebag and is gone.
Good.
She ain't told no one where she's
Slay,
going, not even
Francis.
Cappy. But I know she will forget Dirk, and when she does, she will come home because she's a smart gal and will figure out that I did what I'd done for her. Francis took Brownie on January 4th, 1884. My sister says her little girl Ellie got a letter that said Francis went east and was not of a mind to ever return. I hope to
She's
think
now
she
in New
thinks
York
I did
City.
something awful. June 11th, 1884. The Harrison's yellow, which Francis said was her favorite flower in the world, is
Mhm.
a pile of brown sticks now. I don't know how
That's
to
what I
look
thought,
at
Britt.
look at things like that.
But apparently,
So it is my fault.
we're
that
wrong.
he died.
I wish too. Like, this is the best, one of the best features of this game. It's so good.
The Harrison's yellow, which Francis I ain't seen or heard from Francis in a year. I tell people she's on
And
her
we
way
finished
home, but when I
our
look at my
meal
heart,
in the meantime.
I know this is a lie. She will never come back to Shadow Ranch, and it is my fault.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just have to find a way to live with it.
Maybe don't kill the man that your daughter loves. Crazy idea. Okay, this is just one of these. Okay, 8. 8, 6, 10, 8, 6, 2, 12, 8, 6, 2, 4, 10, 12. Francis and her papa. There they are. I wish I got to play Francis in this. Same. I would sit and listen to every journal. It would actually really help, probably too. With like deciphering when a clue is in a journal. It's hard to just sit, read, and comprehend. It just is.
I'm back.
Got it. Now we go to Mary Ozzy's.
You got a steady back home?
Thank you, Phoebe.
Do you know anything about the treasure
You
that
got
Dirk
a
Valentine
steady
supposedly
back
hid
home?
for his sweetheart?
Nope.
Somehow,
Somehow
I
knew you
knew.
were going to say that. Talk to you later.
Just stay out of trouble.
Okay, come on, Bob. Is she gonna say it? Probably. The cinch.
Come on, Bob.
Come on, Bob.
Hi, can I help you?
You're Mary
Hi,
Ozzy.
are you Mary Yazzie?
That's me. I didn't hear a car.
That's
Did
what
you
they
hike
call
in
me.
or come by horse?
I rode here. I'm Nancy Drew.
So where are you staying?
Shadow Ranch.
I heard what happened last night. Tough break for the Raleighs. Getting that place going has been a real struggle for them.
How did you hear about
Who
it?
is counting
gets around.
coins? Do you hear that? Who's there?
Here, I have something for you. Bet wanted me to give you this.
Uh-oh.
Great. I want to buy a small piece of property from them. It must be their response.
Yes, Streamy. Oh, no!
Bad news?
They
Throws it to
rejected
the
my
ground.
offer.
Rejected me.
Well, I guess that's that. But as long as you're here, look around. All the jewelry you see, all the rugs, the beadwork, the pottery, they were all made by local artists, including yours truly.
Yes,
so if you want to
Mariazzi.
know something, especially if you want to know how much something is, just ask.
Is there a trunk full of junk?
I understand that you bought a trunk full of junk from the Raleighs recently.
Yeah, they didn't want much for it, so I took it off their hands. Problem is, I still don't know what's in it because I can't figure out how to open it.
May I take a look at it?
Sure, it's right over there.
What about the petroglyphs?
Are there many petroglyphs around here?
If you take the trail to Cougar Bend, there are hundreds. A lot of them were probably made by the Anasazi. They lived in the area until about 700 years ago.
Friday,
when they
thanks
just
for
suddenly
that
picked up and left.
recommendation and hello.
It was great talking to you.
Ride safely.
It was great talking to you.
That trunk looks really old. Would you mind if I tried to get this open?
Please
Oh,
do.
yeah.
In fact, if you get it open, I'll let you keep something from it. You can have your pick.
Even if it's worth millions of dollars, she's like, I trust. Just go ahead. Now, we got to call Charlena Purcell. And we found her book. Oh, wait. Actually, wait. I think it's in here. Is Charlena Purcell's book in here? Yes. Yes. Highly successful romance, she doesn't look like this, romance novelist Charlena Purcell will be touring the Southwest this summer. A meticulous, tireless researcher. I'm going to leave him there for a moment. Researcher. Miss Purcell knows more about what went on in 19th century Arizona than do most historians. Invite her to speak in front of your favorite organization and hear firsthand how she puts together her wonderfully detailed, emotionally rich works of fiction. Is Bob part of the Horse Week giveaway? Bob is staying. I'm sorry. From Nancy Drew Clue Crew, I bought her Shadow Ranch box a while back. But the Horse Week giveaway is a merch item of your choice. But Bob is not included. Bob's not included. Yeah, it was... Oh, wait, actually, look. Look what I have right here. So yeah, Nancy Drew Clue Crew, Brooke, had a Shadow Ranch box on Etsy for a while, and it had a bunch of stuff in it. And one of it was this, and then it has the ingredients for the Shadow Ranch cake. And you know what I'm realizing? I was going to make that a stretch goal, and I forgot. So why don't we say this? As far as those stretch goals, I'm going to add 125 would be Shadow Ranch cake, and 150 would be I wear a horse head around NYC. It's a stretch. It's a stretch. And this is a very loose situation, I understand. But yeah, maybe we'll do it regardless one day. Because I've had this for a really long time now, so I've really got to do that. It's a cute idea. I have to just make sure I get like a flower stencil. Meticulous, tireless. Okay, researcher. We got to call this researcher.
Thank you for holding, and thank you for calling the office of Charlena Purcell. Miss Purcell's latest novel, Like Wind Through My Heart, was an instant bestseller. And like so many of her novels...
Never mind.
Interesting that she wasn't around. Maybe I have to do something else in the meantime.
That's done. I'm finished. We can't check that off till it's done.
Got the key. I might as well take a good look around inside that desk. Oh,
Can't check that.
I didn't fully do that apparently. Let's just go back then. Right. So, what was I doing? Oh yeah, the desk. Let's go. Dun, dun, dun. This music is so epic. What am I missing?
Can't check that off till it's done.
So what we gotta do, mark where the petroglyphs are. In the trunk. Find out why Mary is so eager to buy from the Raleighs. I think we should call the Raleighs about that. Like, why does Mary Ozzy want to buy from you?
Even though we're Bess and George's aunt and uncle and not yours, I want you to call us Aunt Bet and Uncle Ed too. Got that?
All right.
Good.
All right.
Now, what was the question?
How
We're
is
family.
I mean, Uncle Ed doing?
Well, he's running a slight
It's a
fever,
little
so the
strange.
doctors are a little concerned.
Oh, I'm fine.
But it's
going
nice.
to
They're
keep him
cute.
here overnight, just to make sure he isn't developing some kind of infection. Oh, but enough about us. How are you doing?
I delivered that envelope
I'm
to Mary
so
Yazzie
tempted to
like
save
you
up to
asked.
buy a ranch
She
right
seemed
now.
a little upset when she read that you'd turned her down.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint
2 hour
you,
delay.
but if we
That's
sell
what
that property
people
to
on
her,
Long
it
Island
would send
got
a
too.
signal to other would-be buyers that we're interested in selling the ranch off bit by bit, and we're not.
It would send a signal. Yeah.
What does she want the property for?
I have no idea. The parcel she wants to buy is nowhere near her store, and there's nothing but rocks on it.
That's
Maybe someone else there at
suspicious.
the ranch knows, but we sure
She
don't.
want to dig for treasure? Dreamy? No. I don't know how to run a ranch one bit. And I just mean like, not like a real ranch, just like a house that is called a ranch style house. That's basically it. I don't think I want anything else.
I heard about the
Maybe a
phantom horse. Was last night the first
I don't
time it
really
showed
know,
up?
because then I have
Far
to take
as I
care of the
know,
horse.
It was the strangest thing. Shorty kept babbling about how it was the ghost of the horse that belonged to some outlaw.
Yeah, Dirk Valentine.
But that was right after Ed got himself bit, and we were all running around trying to get him into the truck to take him to the hospital,
Rogue.
and I really wasn't paying much attention.
Yeah, so a house, exactly. But in like a ranch area. Yes, ranch dressing.
Do you have any idea where the horse came from?
None whatsoever.
None
She wants to know where that
whatsoever.
phantom horse came from.
I was hoping she could tell us.
You're the
She-
detective, dear. If you want to
Sound
snoop
like he
around
was
and
a
see what you can find out
ghost.
about that creature, by all means, please do.
Why do you have a big old painting of Francis
Why do
Humber?
you have a painting of Francis Humber?
I just thought it would give the den some character, that's all. I found it in the tack room under a pile of junk.
It's
So the
always a
former
pile
owners
of
left
junk.
behind a lot
It's a
of
trunk
stuff?
of junk.
I
It's a pile of
It's
junk.
like no one who lived at Shadow Ranch
It's
ever
not
bothered
junk,
to take their
y'all.
things with them when they left. When we moved in, the place was literally
Full of junk. Junk in their trunk. Literally.
What did you do with it?
I sold most of it to Mary Yazzie. She gets a lot of antique collectors in her store. Some things I kept, like Francis's favorite recipe.
And the flowers on her
Ridiculous
favorites and the
blanket
favorites
chest.
flowers.
You insisted on keeping that.
Oh, yes. And I kept that triangular-shaped chest in the den.
Oh, I've
It used
already
to
been
belong
in
to
there.
Merrill Humber. He was Francis's father. And I figured since I was keeping that picture of Francis, it was only fair that I keep something of his.
What kind of logic is that?
Oh,
Yeah, they hated each other. Well, he didn't hate her.
It doesn't look like Bess and George are going to get here today.
that's too bad. Why not?
Their plane had to land in Omaha because of mechanical
stretch.
problems. They don't know when they'll be taking off.
So, you'll have all those cowboys to yourself for a while.
Wah, wah,
That
wah,
Dave is
wah.
pretty cute.
You gotta stay back home?
He seems a little standoffish.
Wait, no, I should have
Oh,
said
he's
he.
just a little bashful. He'll warm up to you.
He's
He's quite a
bashful.
handyman. Very trustworthy.
He's quite
I'll
the
be in touch.
handyman.
Say goodbye to Nancy.
Goodbye to Nancy.
Okay, so we figured that
Can't
out.
check. I haven't done. Can't check
Actually,
that
not
off
really.
till it's done.
So I guess we could go to the petroglyphs. We could try to call Charlena again.
Thank you for holding, and thank you for calling.
Thank
the
you for
office of Charlena
holding.
Purcell.
Okay, I guess I'm just going to the petroglyphs. Oh wait, let's just talk though.
Hello, Nancy. Something I can do for you?
Okay.
I found a letter that may have been written by Dirk Valentine to Francis Humber way back in the 1880s. What do you know about them?
I know there's a painting of her over in the ranch house, and that's about it. Why? What'd the letter say?
The letter made it sound like Dirk was sending Francis on some kind of treasure hunt.
Well, if the guy did hide something, it's probably long gone by now.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thank
Appreciate
you, Rug. Stretches
Howdy.
into oblivion. Howdy! Dun, 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 dun. This was my dance. Dun, dun, dun. I'm not kidding. Dun, 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 dun. It was symbolic about how I used to be. Really like da da da, and then I was worried about what people thought, and then I hid it inside, and then I'm like whatever, and then I hid it inside again, and now I'm clearly back in my whatever phase. Not phase. It's not phase, Mom. I'm here to stay.
Come on, Bob.
Sorry, this is just gonna be me all stream.
Hey, you got a steady back home.
Andy, I love how there's literally a redemption. That's that, but instead Andy gave it his own flavor. Oh wait, what? Oh, okay, so that one is for that, and that one is for that, and that other one is right there. This is therapeutic. When I know where when it, I can't stop. Stop. Okay, I've gotten all the petroglyphs, Bob, and it's time to go back to the trail stop. I keep thinking it says trail shop. And I'm like, there's another shop? There's not. Now, here's the trail stop. Now I'm gonna get a lot of these things because we're gonna need them. Oh boy, howdy are we. The trail stop has very scary music. Uh-oh, there's a rattlesnake in there. There's a rattlesnake in there, so be careful. So, be careful. Just saying. Oh.
Heck, why walk
When I can ride? I love that quote. Heck, why walk when I can ride? I just want to see Cougar Bend again to see if there's any more arrowheads. I am slaying this. I don't even know how many more times I'm gonna say it, but I think Shadow Ranch is back to being my favorite game. Like, I genuinely love all of these little chores that we have to do. It's just so fun. And I don't get, like, this is the one where I don't get how you don't like this game. It has an amazing story. I love the characters. It has amazing ambiance. It has amazing puzzles and games. Well, you know what, Heartless? I don't get you. Oh, I mean, I love Last Train to Blue. It's Blue Moon Canyon.
Hi, can I help you with something?
And you don't like it? Guys. I don't understand. I don't understand, guys. I like the characters.
It was great talking to you.
Thanks for stopping by.
Can't check that. Can't check that off till it's done. Can't check that off yet.
Oh wait, should I check anything? Let's just look around a little bit more. Something we could do. Well, first of all, interesting.
Cool.
You got tuning forks back home. They do polishing. Okay, let's play this. Oh my god, this is always a time. Can't check that off yet. Oh my gosh, no, I really hate the chemicals. And Castle Malloy is okay. When I first finished it, I was like, what to heck was that? But I've learned to love it. Tricked ya. Roadrunner.
Can't check that off yet.
Thanks, Andy, for the bits. Can't check that off yet. That's the new remix coming soon. Can't check that off. Can't check that off yet. Oh god. Oh god. Hey guys, I'm gonna need you to go. I'm gonna need you to... No! This is so southern. This one's always hard for me. Oh god, it's going faster. Okay. Maybe. Ooh. This could be great. This looks great. They're just following me. Can't catch me though. Oh, there's more. I like Kapu Cave more than usual, but again, when I finish the game, I'm like, wait, that's it? Oh, and I forgot we gotta sign up for the speedathon. When do signups open? I am kind of thinking the final scene for me. How the heck do we do this one? This. That's how. Yay. Yeah, that went well.
Cool. An old token.
Hey, Jables.
Or something.
Howdy. An old token or something.
Hi, can I help you with something?
I won something that looks like a token when I played that game over there. What is it?
They actually used those for something back in the 1880s.
I know what.
It was great talking to you.
Come in again.
Yum. I love a burger.
Good boy.
Except now the burgers are making me think of that meatloaf sandwich I had. Which was fine, but a little weird. I reckon. Don't worry, that...
Uh-oh. I'd better put that back.
That'll be one of the options, but of course. Happy birthday.
Oh my gosh. Jane
Oh my
Nash
gosh.
is his sister.
Whoa, it can't be true.
Need something?
You have a sister, and her name's Jane Nash.
I understand you have a sister named Jane Nash.
So what if I do?
Well, she is
I
mad.
found a pretty nasty letter from someone named Jane Nash in the Raleigh's desk.
That
Explain
don't mean it was
that.
my sister Harry. You've been snooping, haven't you?
No.
In the Raleigh stuff? In
No.
my stuff?
No. No.
Thank you.
Not really. I mean, not technically.
My business ain't none of your business. And that includes any
Gulp.
sisters I may or may not have. You need to go. I'm busy.
Which would you like? They're so beautiful, but like they are. Oh, my hooves are kind of Blocking some. Take your pick. The howdy one. Perfect. Where should I put it? I have a kind of a heinous idea. Oh, I gotta keep the hooves on. Come on. Okay. Here it goes. Oh, it's almost. Okay, now I got it. Howdy. Okay, one howdy is coming right up. See, my heinous idea is to put the howdy right here, and I think I should do it. Screw it. Am I right? But we just got to make sure it comes off by tonight. Uh-oh. We're getting a howdy tattoo. What could be better? Okay. Oh, come on. Oh, God. Okay, wait. I just got it. Nah! No! Howdy. That's ridiculous. Okay. And it shimmers and gleams and says freaking howdy. And my shirt's all wet. It's like a tattooed necklace. I can't speak. I'm just stuttering.
Howdy.
Overwhelmed. Howdy. It's so beautiful. You should call the sheriff. How to do? The sheriff needs to be alerted of this. I love Horse Week. How am I supposed to use a mouse? Are you kidding? Whoa! I've only used a okay, here. My hoof is on the mouse. Okay.
I'm busy.
Yeah. Me too. Here, I'll stick this one up for as long as I can so you can see that I'm wearing a hoof. No. Not
Hello,
truly
Nancy.
tattooers.
Something I can do for you?
I'll let you get back to work.
No.
Appreciate it.
Not yet.
Can't check that off till it's done.
How do I call Charlena? When will she respond?
Thank you for holding, and thank you for calling the office of Charlena Purcell.
Let's talk to Shorty.
Miss Nancy, how may I be of service?
Have you ever met Mary Yazzie?
Of course. Nice lady. I mean, for the most part. Gets real unfriendly when the subject of the Rowleys comes
Interesting.
up.
They have an enemy.
Do you know anything about the piece of property she's been trying to buy from the Raleighs?
Well, I know she says she wants to buy it because she feels
Oh, here we go.
spiritually drawn to it. But I think she's got something up her sleeve. Oh, Nancy,
what
it's
her
great
reasoning
having you
was.
here. I mean, I like to talk, you know? I like to converse, to debate, to discuss.
You like to gossip.
You like to gossip, don't you?
More
Bye,
than
J-Cat.
anything.
Thanks again.
Which isn't a bad thing. People like you and I are fascinated
better.
by the human condition, that's all. So, who else do you want to talk
That's
about?
one way to talk
nobody
about
really.
gossip.
Well, I'd better get
Who do you
going.
want to
Don't
talk?
be a stranger.
I need to get a lasso. Oh, maybe I could ask Tex that.
Not that my family's any of
Oh,
your
here we go.
concern, but my sister did work for the Raleighs.
I know.
Back in Phoenix. She got fired, she got mad, but she's over it. Okay?
Okay.
Why didn't you tell me that before?
Because it makes me look bad. I figured no one would ever find out, and when you did, I just got all flustered like.
Just got all
So
flustered
all the
like.
bad stuff that's been going on around here, it's not because you're helping her get back at the Raleighs for letting her go?
Fact is, my sister can be kind of a flake. I'd have probably fired her too.
I need a rope.
Oh, here we
You
go.
think I could borrow yours?
Nope.
Cool.
Talk to you later.
No hurry.
So are you going to tell me how?
Need something?
Talk to you later.
If you last that long.
Tex, that is rude. Aren't you going to tell me how to do it? Just going to say nope and leave it at that? I must be missing something. Oh. Maybe I just look at that and then he says something?
Need something?
Talk to you later.
No hurry.
Not no hurry. I like to talk, debate, discuss. Always check your girth before hitting the trail. Let's go to, I don't know, Mary Yazzie again?
Come on, Bob.
Come on, Bob. My hoof alt-tabbed. Please pray for us. Please pray for us. Thank God. Thank God. That was so scary. Come on, Bob. Phew. Phew. It's okay. Don't worry. But I did take the hoof off that hand. Yeah, let's save. That was a very, very scary moment.
Hi, can I help you with something?
It was great talking to you.
Thanks for stopping by.
I'm stuck.
Thank you for holding.
F.
And
We gotta figure out how to trigger something. Ugh. Back to Shadow Ranch. All in Bess.
Hello?
Hey, Bess.
Nancy, our link to the world of excitement and intrigue and decent food.
Or
What's the latest?
hints?
I'm not sure what I should do next.
Check that task list you keep in your notepad. Or
I
the
know
case
that.
you keep there. Maybe those will help.
How about some hints?
I think that can be arranged. What do you need?
Okay,
I could sure use a hint when
No,
it
I
comes to
can't.
using that piece of paper Dirk left for Francis to keep track of where the rock pictures are.
Whenever you see a petroglyph, just click on the grid, and 2 letters that mark its place on the grid will appear
Bad
below.
hint.
Just make sure that where you click on the grid corresponds as closely as possible to the position of that particular petroglyph out in the desert. If you're careful, pretty soon all those letters
I
will
honestly
fill out a
forget how to,
message.
like,
That's it for now.
Thanks for calling.
do the
Bye,
pump
Nan.
house thing fully, so I could go back there again. Maybe I didn't explore Mary Ozzy's place enough? Alright, let's look everywhere.
The initials on this trunk.
Here we go.
Whose are they? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Oh, what?
Hmm.
Okay, good. Let's call Charlena. That might be it. Oh, those things. Those little triggers.
thank you for holding. And
No!
thank you for calling the
Okay,
office of
wasn't
Charlene
it.
Purcell.
Maybe I gotta do this?
If I could find
here we
out
go.
who made this thing, it might help me get it open.
Alright, let's try one more time, shall we? I've only tried like 7 times to call Charlena.
Charlena Purcell's office.
We've done
Hi,
it.
my
Thank
name
you.
is Nancy Drew. May I please speak to Miss Purcell?
Concerning?
You
I'm
don't have
staying
to
at a ranch
know.
in Central Arizona, and since she knows so much about the history of Arizona, I thought maybe she could answer some questions for me.
Questions concerning?
Well, I came across a very old
Hello,
trunk that might
Cosmic.
contain stuff that has to do with these people
I hope
named Dirk
work
Valentine
is doing
and Francis
fine.
Humber. Only I can't open it.
Oh, meetings.
Dirk
Ugh.
Valentine?
And his girlfriend, Francis Humber. Yes.
Huh. Oh, would you hold, please?
Now he's letting me through.
Thank you for holding. And thank you for calling the office of Charlena Purcell. Miss Purcell's
Not
latest
again.
novels, like
Heard this
Wind Through
plenty
My
of
Heart.
times.
Purcell novel is like traveling through time to the old Southwest on the wings of love.
This is Charlena. Who is this again?
Nancy Drew?
Tell me about the trunk you found.
Well, to open it, I need to put these wrenches in
Charlena.
these 3 holes.
This is
But I don't
Charlena,
know which
Andy. You know
directions they need to
Charlena.
be pointing.
That does sound like it came from the Humber family. Is there any kind of picture on it?
Typical
Yes,
Humbers.
As a matter of fact, there's this kind of abstract design made up of hearts and doves and the initials EH and AH.
EH would be Eldridge Humber, and
Oh, it's her
AH would be Abigail
parents.
Humber. Frances Humber's grandparents on her father's side. Her mother died when she was 10. Now, the picture, no
Aw.
doubt, commemorates their wedding day, which was 4/9/11.
4/9/11.
April 9th, 1811.
9/11.
Those numbers must have something to do with the directions in which those wrenches need to be pointing.
I'm afraid I wouldn't
Or
know.
9/11.
In the course of my research, I've only read about the trunks Merrill and Eldridge Humber handcrafted. I've never actually opened one. However, I've been running across fascinating tidbits concerning the Humber family and stashing them away for years.
4/9/11.
When I have enough tidbits stashed away,
Ooh.
I may well write a book about them.
Then you'd probably be very interested to know what's in this trunk.
Yes, I would. And since I've helped you, or tried to, it's only fair that you help me, don't you think?
Sure, I'll keep you posted. Did I mention that I'm staying at Shadow Ranch?
This just gets
Sounds
better
good,
and
Dreamy.
better. I'll
Thank
tell
you.
my assistant to put your calls through immediately. By the way, why are you so interested in the Humbers?
Knowing more about them and what happened in the past may help me figure out something that's going on in the present. I'm kind of a detective.
That makes two of us.
I'm kind of a
I'll be waiting to
detective.
hear from you.
Okay, 4911, let's do it. One, 4, 9.
I got the trunk open. Great, thank you. Go ahead and take something from it. You deserve a reward.
I'm gonna take this pan for Star Chef. No. Taking the most valuable item.
Hi, can I help you with something?
The fact that she doesn't even come over to look.
Catch you later.
I wonder how you open this.
Well, I have just the thing.
Bingo!
Bingo, bingo. Bingo! Bluey!
Green bottle under...
Under
wonder
what?
that means.
Okay, then.
I wonder how you open this.
Green bottle under.
Can't check that off. Can't check. I haven't... Can't check that.
Okay.
E. T-phone whom?
Need something?
Talk
yes.
to you later.
A lasso. Yeah. Oh, yes, yes, yes.
And she'll be coming around the mountain when she goes. Yodelay.
I can't take any more.
Where are you going? You can't leave. The Raleighs said we were to
It's
have
gonna
a
be freaking
cookout
loud,
and
just
entertain our
warning.
guest.
It's already
Yeah, well, I don't call this entertainment. It's worse than whatever that stuff was you cooked.
That was lamb ragout for your information, and it was great. If you couldn't appreciate it, it's because
Dave.
your taste buds are about as sophisticated as a sand flea's.
I think I'll turn in too. Night, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Next time, just stick to burgers.
At two, Butte. You see that? You see what I put up with? Day in and
Poor
day out, I
shorty.
cast my culinary pearls before ungrateful, uncultured swine. Well, I'll show them.
Yes, you will.
I'll write a best-selling cookbook, that's what I'll do. Then I'll get my own TV show, then I'll do a movie, and while they're out here punching cattle, I'll become a gazillionaire.
Oh my gosh.
Dun 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 dun. The Phantom Horse! Just don't look. It's a Phantom Horse! And the pump house is broken.
And you say this happened right after that phantom horse showed up again?
The pump house blew just as the horse was galloping away.
Oh my, this is awful.
That's the
Maybe
best
Shorty was
scene
right.
ever.
Maybe that horse
It
is
was
a
so
bad omen.
exciting. Absolutely, Hannah. And hello, by the way. I just remember like the first time unlocking scenes when you were younger and playing these games for so long. When you unlocked a scene, you were like, this is the best day of my life.
I'm more inclined to think that someone is using that horse to divert attention.
What do you mean?
It's
What do you
possible that
mean?
while everyone's attention was
The
on that
Phantom
horse,
of
someone
Shadow
sabotaged the pump house.
Ranch.
Why on earth would someone sabotage the pump house?
Someone may be trying to chase you off the ranch.
But why?
That I
It
don't
is the
know
best.
You
yet.
don't think
Just
pets or
everything
toys or
about
games
it.
is somehow involved, do
Coming
you?
around
It's
the mountain.
possible, but I just don't know yet.
Oh my. You might not be safe there.
Maybe we should send her home.
I'll be fine, really. I want to help, and I can help.
Well, it sounds like we could certainly use your help.
Can you think of anyone who might have a grudge against you?
No, but I'll tell you what. Ed and I will put our thinking caps on, and if anything comes to us, we'll call you. Have you called the sheriff and told him all this?
Not yet.
Tell her about the storm.
The what?
Tell me about the what?
The
Storms.
storms. You need to be careful when you go riding.
That never
because it
even-
can be
nothing
sunny
happens
one
with
minute
that.
and pouring down
Spoiler
rain the
alert.
next.
I'll be careful.
That would be
And
nice
you
if
have
it
any
did,
more
actually.
questions, just call.
One more thing. Until I figure out what's going on, it would
I
probably
need
be
to
a
give
good
this
idea
hand
not
a
to
break
mention
from
my
the hoof.
suspicions to anyone at the ranch.
Of course. Keep in touch.
I will. Bye.
Okay.
Can't check that. Can't check. I haven't done that. Can't check that.
Okay, let's see if I can figure this out now. Well, I gotta do my chores for the day. Crime scene. Oh, wait.
I better not go in there until I
gotta call the sheriff. And I'm like, can I go in there, though?
Hernandez.
Hi.
to the
Are you the
book.
sheriff?
Yes, ma'am.
Which
My
I
name
read.
is Nancy Drew. I'm staying at Shadow
I'd
Ranch.
love to read it again.
Oh, yeah? I spent a good part of last night out there.
I know. I never got a chance to talk to you.
Is there something I can do for you?
Would it be all right if I looked around in the pump house?
Sure. I'm all done in there. Should have had my deputy
This is
take that sign
Alejandro.
down. Mind my asking why you want to look around? Wait a minute. Dave told me about you. You're the girl detective.
Amateur detective.
Right? It has to
I
be.
don't know. Dave seemed to be real impressed with you. In more ways than one, I might add.
Do you know most of the men who work at Shadow Ranch?
I know them all. That doesn't mean I'm best buddies with them, but it's a pretty small world out here. I've either known or known of those boys for years.
And they're all stand-up guys, as far as you know?
I'd vouch for every single one of them.
Very
Thanks
good.
for your help.
My pleasure.
What about Mariazi? Okay, so it's flooded. But
Looks like the pipe was pretty badly corroded.
ah, ew. Yay. Got that. Oh! What is this? And what will we find? Dun 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 dun. We need some more intense music for this. We're just chilling.
Dave?
Well, where did you come from?
Dave, look what we found.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sneak up on you.
He's
but
like,
what are you doing?
Well, see, I mean,
Oh.
I'm looking for Dirk Valentine's treasure.
what the heck?
Then you lied before when you said you didn't know who Dirk Valentine was.
Yes, ma'am. See, my great Aunt Ellie was Frances Humber's cousin. When she
Nancy.
died, she left me a bunch of stuff, including an old letter she'd gotten from Frances. In the letter, Frances said that Valentine had hidden a bunch of loot somewhere and wanted Frances to find it by following the clues he left for her. Frances was real smart, see? Loved puzzles. Played the piano pretty good, too. Anyway, after Valentine met his end, Frances was too
This whole
broken-hearted
thing
to
is
care
just
about
too
some treasure.
scandalous.
She told Aunt Ellie that if she could find it, she could keep it. I also found this picture. That's Frances's father,
Yes,
Sheriff Merrill
I
Humber.
needed the other
There's something
side.
written on the back. Stairs to cellar. That's Frances's
Perfect.
handwriting. Looks like the other half of the message got torn off. I was hoping that the treasure might be under the stairs in here, but no such luck.
Imagine if Nancy asked him to go under the stairs and was like, do it again, but slower. Yes, ma'am.
I didn't know this place had a cellar.
As far as I know, no one does. The entrance is secret. These stairs lead to a secret
The
door
entrance
behind the
is secret.
bookcase in
These
the den.
stairs.
What
Ah.
do the Raleighs think about all this?
The Raleighs don't know. I was afraid that if I told them
They'd fire you?
See, my brother's dead broke. No job, health's bad. I was
Poor
thinking
guy.
if I could just find the treasure.
Oh.
I understand, but now I'm in kind of an awkward position.
I know, and I'll
Wait,
tell them.
what
I
if we
swear,
kissed him
soon as
under
they
the
come
stairs?
back, they got enough on their minds right now.
Wait, can you go back under the stairs, please? I got something I've been meaning to do.
What about all the accidents that have been happening around
And then I
here
suddenly
lately?
I don't
switch
know
to the horse head
anything
and I
about
go,
that horse or any of the other stuff that's been going on around here. I swear. Now, if you'll pardon me, I need to tend to my chores.
yeah, tend to me
No,
right
wait.
under these
You don't
steps.
have to leave.
You don't have to leave. Seriously. Come back. Nancy. All right, we got that. We got a freaking cornet.
Acid. Wonder what somebody's been using that for.
Like all of a sudden, I lean in for the kiss, but then I switch to the horse head. So I'm not cheating on Ned.
Check. Can't check. Can't check. I haven't done that yet.
Sorry.
I haven't done that. I haven't done that yet.
The way she says check in this game specifically. Well, let's go up the stairs. Wait, actually, I have something I've been meaning to do.
Maybe the message on the pictures refers not to the stairs
Jack.
to the den, but to these stairs.
It's true, but it's true. Here we go, slider puzzle. What has to go where? Oh, that. Okay. Da 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 da. Sorry, I can't stop singing. Da 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 do 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 do. Oh, that was easy.
There's something inside.
I am glad that you are getting your picture painted wearing your favorite
Here we go.
shawl. It will be a
Sit back and
beautiful
relax.
painting because you look beautiful in that shawl. I forget the name of the stitch you used to make it, but I think it is amazing that you learned how to knit a whole shawl just by reading one book. I wish I could put my mind to things like you can. I am also glad that you like the handbag that I got you. I knew it would become your favorite on account of the pretty picture the beads make. I want to know all the things that you like so that I can make sure you always have them. I figure that way you will always want me around. Meet me on Friday at noon by the Big Picture Rock.
Big Picture Rock.
Remember when we were in Cappy's eating the crackers he orders special from California, and you said that from then on the crackers would be your
that in
favorite
mind.
because they would always remind you of me? Well, I met a trader yesterday who had a whole wagon full of them, and I bought you 4 tins.
Me
I also
reading
bought a rock
this.
from him because this rock has been polished to show a picture that looks just like the landscape by one of our meeting places. He called it an agate and said that the picture was made by nature.
picture
but it looks
agate.
so real I can hardly believe it. I am thinking of a way to surprise you with it because it is as special as you are. I will meet you Tuesday at 3 by the Three-Armed Cactus. Your father has people watching for me all over the county. I guess you got some of your smartness from him. I love you, Dirk.
Yeah, I love you.
I still don't know how you got a whole cake out to our last meeting place like you did, but it was the best thing I ever ate. And the prettiest, too. What with that fancy flour you put on it. Now
I know I
think it
have
is
no
the best
redeeming
cake
qualities,
recipe in the world,
so
too.
let me spoil
But
it.
nothing is as good as getting a letter from you. Whenever I see a flower like the one on your favorite letter paper,
Like the
I think
flowers
of
on your
you.
flowers'
I only
favorites.
steal from people who have plenty of money to begin with and
Right.
deserve to be robbed. But if I
Right.
could start over, I would forget about them. And
When
be
you're
a
trying to
rancher
ignore
or a
the
farmer
red flags.
or
Well, he
miner or
only steals from
shopkeeper
people
or
who
whatever
deserve
you
it.
wanted me to be, just so we could always be together.
Or
Meet
who
at
have a
Charlie's
lot of
Grave
money
at sunset
anyway,
this
even if
Thursday.
they don't deserve it.
I love you, Dirk.
Looks like I'm back in the den.
It looks like I'm back in the den.
Can't check. Can't check that off. Can't check that off till it's done.
Still can't do
Can't check that off
Nope.
yet. Check.
We got so much to do right now.
Can't check that off till it's done.
We should call Bess and George to try to figure out that shawl thing. Dwam, 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 dwam.
Where are you guys? You've got to get out
They're in
here.
St.
I saw the
Louis.
Phantom Horse last night.
Know what we saw last night? The inside of a motel room in St. Louis.
St. Louis?
St.
Our
Louis.
plane finally took off at 7 last night. We didn't call you because we wanted to surprise you. Only the next thing we knew, we were being diverted to St. Louis on account of bad weather.
But
So
the weather
airline put us
seems
up at a
fine.
motel. But when we came back to the airport
it's
this
not over
morning,
there.
guess what?
You're fogged in.
They're fogged in.
We're fogged in. I have never seen fog this thick. Visibility's 3 feet tops. You can barely drive in this stuff, let alone land and take off. Let's change the subject. So you saw the Phantom Horse?
Last night, right after the campfire, this glowing horse appeared out of
Wait,
nowhere.
Maid
Then went galloping
Marian.
away. And right after that, the main pipe in the pump house sprang a leak. Another case of bad luck?
I don't think
not.
so.
So while everyone's attention was on
I
the
also,
horse,
well,
someone sabotaged the pump
I guess I
house,
should pee, but I
burst
should
the
also
rattlesnake,
fill my water.
and this. Yikes.
Has either of you two ever read anything by an author named Charlena Purcell? She writes romance novels that take place in the Old West.
That rules me out. I saw her on a talk show once. Seemed kind of full of herself. Why do you ask?
I had to call her in order to open this old trunk at Mary Yazzie. She knows a lot about the people who used to live at Shadow Ranch.
I bet I know more about 19th century clothing design than she does.
I can't pee because my roommate's in the bathroom.
I found an old beaded handbag that may have belonged to Francis Humber.
Was there
I'm
anything
gonna
in
put
it?
the hooves
No,
to the
but
side
if it's
for
the bag
now.
that Dirk mentioned in one of his
Just
love
being
letters,
honest.
it could hold some sort
Just
of
being
clue.
upfront.
What does it look like?
Well, there's a bird on it, but the beads have completely fallen off this one section. However, it does have the name of the manufacturer at the bottom. It was made by the Chicago Mercantile Company back in 1881.
That's one of the companies in my book. Is there anything else on it?
Oh,
Yeah, some kind of
oh.
number.
It's a Robin Hood type story then. Okay, I get it.
HB3941.
Thank you.
Maybe that's what bead
There we
pattern
go.
it is. There's a bunch of phone numbers in this book. Maybe we can track down the pattern for you.
That'd be great. Like I said, it could be pretty important, especially if the part that's missing turns out to have something to do with flowers.
We'll get right on it.
That's it for now.
Have fun. Wish you were here.
Kidding. Oh, sorry, I did not get the right pitch for that. So they'll figure that out for me. Okay, we could do the chores right now. Where's Shorty?
Mineral deposits?
What the?
Can I help you find something?
No, actually, I pretty much found everything on my own.
For your information, I got those maps because I was hoping there might be a long-lost gold mine or two around here. But like most of my get-rich-quick ideas, it didn't pan out. Apparently, there's no gold left in them thar hills, or silver, or copper, or anything else. Now, I don't ever want to catch you in my stuff again.
Okay.
Yes?
Anyway, I'm embarrassed.
I'm embarrassed that you caught me snooping through your stuff.
Just proves we're birds of a feather. I've been known to go
Awkward.
poking through other people's stuff myself.
Oh, great. Great.
Got any chores you want me to do?
Do exactly what you did for me yesterday, and I'll be forever grateful.
Perfect.
Start by picking all the ripe stuff
Oh
in the
God,
garden
here we go
again.
with the garden.
Baskets outside.
Have you been out to the pump house?
All the water to the ranch house has been cut off. The
100%.
livestock will still get water
the
from
wooden
the
spoon.
windmills, but we humans are going to have to get every single drop of water we use from the faucet in the pump house. And that's going to be a royal pain. Why can't that darn horse do its cursed thing somewhere else?
You really think what happened to the pump house was the result of bad luck?
I saw the pipe.
Yeah, good
it
to
was
know.
rusted through. That's why it burst. That and bad vibes from that equine banshee.
Equine
What do you know
banshee.
about the treasure that Dirk Valentine supposedly hid around here for Francis Humber to find?
If I thought there was a snowball's chance in Tampa that Valentine had stashed any of his loot
Snowball's
here,
chance
I'd be
in
tearing this place apart. Why? What do you know about it?
Nothing
Nothing
really.
But what makes you so sure he didn't stash any of his loot here?
When I heard that rumor, I started reading everything about Dirk Valentine I could get my hands on. But the more I read, the more it sounded like he suckered Francis into
Yeah,
believing
he
he'd
was
hidden something for her,
kind of
just
an
to give
outlaw.
people something to talk about when he was gone.
Well, I'd better get going.
Pleasure talking to
But
you.
it sounds like he really loves her, Shorty. I keep saying his name kind of strangely. Okay. Romano, I believe.
I shouldn't pick any vegetables until I have something to put
I'm
them
gonna
in.
do this off memory, which is probably the worst idea I've ever had. But I'm gonna do it anyway, gosh darn it. Those look good. These might look good. That looks good. I don't really know. Maybe that. That. Okay, please wish me luck. I might have
It's
messed
so
it
hot,
up.
I should get these vegetables into Shorty
Pick
right
those
away.
vegetables for me yet?
You betcha.
Oh no, you got stuff in here that isn't ripe yet. Picking stuff before it's ripe is a waste of perfectly good
Xander!
food. Now go back out there and be more careful.
You got it.
But how? Is there more to be gotten? Oh. Okay, that's it.
It's so hot, I should get these vegetables into Shorty
Pick
right
those
away.
vegetables for me yet?
You betcha.
Good for you. Now,
Okay,
if you just
phew.
fill that egg basket for me again, we'll be all set.
Well, I'd better get going.
Come back
I
soon.
probably messed up on the ivory whatevers. Virtual reality in the 2000s. This game slays in every single way. Xander, I forget. Do you know Nancy Drew games? Whee! Okay, we're not gonna get attacked by the deadly chicken. We're just not. Whoa, bring those eggs back to Shorty.
Got those eggs for me?
Wait, no, I just meant
Right here.
these are Nancy Drew games,
Good
and I was
for
wondering
you.
if you knew Nancy Drew.
I need you to do one more thing. It's Tex's birthday. The Raleighs told me to make him a cake.
Here we
Now, if
go.
I make it, he'll throw a fit. But
make
if
a
you make it, he might actually appreciate
chicken
it.
of
So why don't
doom.
you dig a cake recipe out of the recipe box and have at it? I don't care when you make it, just so it's done by the end of the day. The
Okay.
icing's already made.
Could I get a canteen of water from you?
You betcha. You're good to go.
Well,
Yeah.
I'd better get
The
going.
cake
Drop by
is fun,
anytime.
but it does get a little confusing. You got to be careful. So let's see. We got Shadow Ranch cake. Okay.
First thing I'll need to make that cake is a mixing bowl.
Top 3 cakes. You're asking what kind that I like? I love a chocolate cake. I love... That's it. Maybe like an Oreo type of cake and an ice... And then... Well, I used to like an ice cream cake. Remind me of cakes, because I'm honestly not a cake person. Yeah, Marion, I was saying, I bought this from Nancy Drew Clue Crew, aka Brooke's Etsy shop long ago, which I mean, it was like a year or 2 at this point, and it has all of the ingredients. And I think the contents of the jar, yeah, are this. I don't know if I like red velvet cake. I thought of that one. Carrot cake, no. I know, it's freaking cute. And that's how I got Bob as well from that box. All right, 1 cup butter is 1. And it's 2. Then 2 eggs. 1, 2. 1 2/3 cups milk. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. 1. Seems like a lot. 2. Then 4 cups of flour is 2 of these. Without fail, I always mess something up, so we'll see. 1 tablespoon baking powder. So how many teaspoons are in a tablespoon? Teaspoons in tablespoon. Oh, thank you. Okay, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 3 teaspoons of vanilla. Oh, wait. And then I need sugar too. 1, 2, 3. 2 1/3 cups sugar. Oh, goodness. So 1, 2, 3. And then 1. This is so much. 2, 3. And then 1. Bake. In this one. All right, now I usually
Looks
like
I'm gonna
to
have
do
to guess how long to cook it and what temperature to use.
medium for 30 minutes.
It's not cooked all the way through.
And then
I better bake it some more.
low on 15.
It's not cooked all the way
Okay,
through.
do that again.
I better bake it some more. It's not cooked all the way through.
Again.
I better bake it some more.
You let me know, Rug.
I should put that icing Shorty made on it.
Yay!
What are these?
I made you that flour Frances mentioned in
What
her
are
recipe.
those?
I cut all the pieces out of marzipan using her old forms, but I'll be
Wow,
darned
that
if
was
I can
quick.
figure
We
out
did
how
it.
the pieces go.
We are math wizards. Confirmed. This is a great day. I'm happy. Thank you guys so much for everything. And I love this game, and I love you, and I love Horse Week. And even though we had some minor setbacks, it all turned out okay. Knock on wood. What are those? What are those? Let's not do that one. How about... There we go. And there we go. Hee. Love ya. Marzipan. Flowers on your favorites. Okay. These little things. These little things. Cool. Cool. And
it's a tulip. What's this?
That's food coloring, so you can paint that marzipan
aw,
flower.
enjoy Elysian. An odd puzzle. It is a little bit, and I remember I used to get confused, but I like it. Overall, it's pretty fun. That's beautiful. Tex is gonna love it.
I'm finished with that.
Okay. Okay, let's
Hello,
talk to
Nancy.
him.
Guess I'm gonna be blushing every time I see you now.
For more reasons than one.
Because of that cellar thing, you don't have to
worry.
be embarrassed. As long as you level with the Raleighs like you said you would.
Actually, I'm kinda glad you came by. Something I need you to do for me, if you wouldn't mind.
Bold of you.
You bet.
This chicken coop's been a thorn in my side ever since I got
Yes.
here. The wire
We'll
I
have
need
to do
fix
this at
the
night.
hole in the fence was supposed to be delivered today. But it's not here yet, and the Raleighs just called and asked me to run an errand for them tonight. So if you could keep an eye out for that chicken wire and patch that hole as soon as it gets here, the chickens and I'd really appreciate it.
Will the wire get here before it gets dark?
Doesn't look that way. But you still have to put it up, even if it means working at night. Just be sure to wear gloves. I'll leave my pliers out.
You still
If
gotta
you have
do
to
it.
at night,
You gotta work
that's
hard,
okay.
Nancy.
There should be plenty of moonlight. You'll be able to see fine. Just make sure it gets done. Because if it doesn't, the coyotes are gonna have themselves one heck of
no.
a banquet. And you're gonna be in a lot of hot water.
No problem.
Now,
That'd be
is there
horrible.
something I can do for you?
Yeah.
See that letter you said Francis Humber
plenty.
wrote to your great aunt?
Sure, got it right here. When I
I
heard
got
you were a detective,
the
I
letter
started
right
keeping it on
here.
me. Thought you might snoop through my stuff or something.
Thanks for letting me see it.
Dearest cousin Ellie, my beloved Dirk is no more. I shall never see him again.
No way.
And now you will never see me again, for I am on my way east, there to spend the rest of
Elysian,
my life.
Summer,
I will never
Ruby.
return to the
I
territory
know.
of Arizona.
I get
not
scared.
Even when my father,
it's a scary
whom I
thing for
despise
me.
with every part of
I
my
just don't want to mess it
being,
up. But
has
like
left
I knew
this
it
earth.
in the back of my
But
mind.
know
I'm
this,
like,
sweet Ellie.
it's summer,
Dirk
but
told
I
me
just
that he
can't
had
get
hidden
myself to
something
say
of
it.
great value, and that when all was in place, he would start me in pursuit of it. He was forever inventing
saying summer
fanciful
now.
ways to tax my
Literally
brain,
every stream, be like, girl.
and was quite clever himself.
We
Then,
love
thanks to
Big
my
Horse
father,
Girl
he was
Erin. My
arrested.
name is Nobody.
Perhaps
And
he
I
wrote
love
me
my
from
Nancy.
jail and his note
Big
was
Horse
lost.
Girl Erin.
Or
Let me
perhaps
please
he
make you a
grew to
carrot
hate me.
sandwich.
But he never told me how to find what he had hidden.
Big
and I am
Horse
too
Girl
heartsick to
Erin.
care. If you can
Let me
somehow
please
find it,
make you a
it's
carrot
yours, my dear young cousin.
sandwich.
Know too that I miss you terribly and always, always
Thanks,
will.
Rock.
Francis. P.S. Enclosed is a picture of the vilest man ever born.
My dad.
Where was the jail that Dirk Valentine stayed in after he was arrested? Do you have any idea?
Probably the one over in Dry Creek. It's a ghost town now.
We're gonna
But
go to the ghost
jailhouse
town.
And a
See,
couple other old
and it
buildings
has a
are still
ghost
standing.
town. This is the best
At least they
game
were last
ever.
I saw.
Is it far from here?
On your way to Mariazzi's,
What's
look
your
for the
favorite
trail on your
carrot?
left that heads
Oh,
towards
yeah,
Shadow Mountain
I'll
and stay on it
figure
till you
it
get
out
there.
for you.
It's about an hour and a half's ride.
As if there's
This
many
got
carrots
something
to
to
choose
do
from.
with the treasure?
Well, a baby carrot is my favorite carrot, so.
It might.
Well, let me know if you need anything else.
Need something?
Has anyone tried going after that phantom horse when it appears?
Nope. Always something else going on. Like Ed Raleigh getting snake bit, or the pump house blowing up. Plus, that horse is fast. Probably couldn't catch it anyway.
Okay, if
Is
I
it
go
okay
riding.
if I go riding?
Nope. Feed the chickens and the horses in the corral first.
Oh, God.
Could be fatal.
Could be fatal.
So don't.
Hooves. Okay. You know Big Island Mike, maybe, but we have a whole song about him. But thanks for joining the stream. We love Nancy fans. So tell me your favorite game and your first game. And we'll show you our religion for Big Island Mike.
Talk to you later.
Yahoo.
Yahoo! Don't sound too excited about it. Oh, wait. Okay, we gotta figure this out. 2 scoops chicken chow. I always forget what's what. That was the first game you played, Crystal Skull. And did you read this book? This book I actually read, Shadow Ranch. Here's our Big Island Mike song.
Our Lord and Savior, Big Island Mike.
It might be hard with this song, but
We love Big Island Mike. What's your favorite flavor? Oh yeah, I'll figure it out for you. Don't you worry, there's nothing I won't do for my Big Island Mike.
Two oats, 1 corn, 1.5 mixed pellets. Time to guess. What is oats? I feel like this is oats. No, this can't be because it's 2 oats and that doesn't level out right, so empty. Let's try this one. 1, 2. So that's 2 oats, 1 corn, 1.5 mixed pellets. What's the corn? I think that 1 pound of corn. Now, this is what I always get confused. Like, I want to say, I mean, that looks like pellets though, but I think it's chicken chow. It's freaking chicken chow, so get that out. Try it again. 2 oats. 1 corn. Nope. Another one. 1.5 mixed pellets. Which is just that, I think. Yes. All right, give it to Bob. And hope that it's right. Come on, Bob. There you are. Please don't die. I do want to make one of them die for fun. Let's just give Clyde chicken chow. But I don't know if we start all over if we do that. I don't think we do. Oh, by the way, just so you can see. I just love how this is fatal. Makes no sense.
I don't think that's enough. I don't think that's enough.
Okay. Giving Clyde chicken chow. SMH. Seems fine.
Uh-oh.
Didn't Tex tell you that feeding the horses
Sorry.
raw could be fatal?
Yes, he did.
Tex said that poor horse you fed is colicking.
I know.
Okay,
I'm
he's
just
not dead.
jealous.
I commend your honesty, dear.
Clyde and Don, 3 oats, 1.5 mixed pellets. Got it. 1, 2, 3. 1.5 mixed pellets. Great. That's it, right? Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Clyde! I got your actual food. You won't die this time. Don't worry. Oh, here you go. There you go. What is that other, where's his name? I feel like it's Frank, but actually I don't know. Ace. Did he have Bob's thing too? Oh no. 1 oats, 1 oats, half corn, 3 mixed pellets. Okay. oats, half corn, 3 mixed pellets. Come on, Ace. Enjoy your supper. Time to feed the chickens. I think it's just 2, right? Yeah. Horsey! Who, me? Or that horse? 2 scoops chicken chow. Oh, 2 scoops. Interesting. Okay, 2 scoops. There's more than one. Yeah, so many horses.
Tex said to put the saddle and bridle back where I got it.
Okay.
I don't want to lug the saddle around all day. I should put it back.
Okay, girl. I forgot. We're gonna feed the chickens. Oh my goodness. And our man's not here anymore. There you go.
Okay, chickens, come and get it.
When you're ready, come and get it. Little chickens. Oh god, I thought a horse was dying. Alright. Can I go riding now?
May I go riding now?
Old Bob's all yours. I set up
Yeah,
some barrels and a
chickens.
saw
They're mean.
so you can do some barrel
They're
racing
crazy.
and practice roping.
They're crazy,
Whenever you're
Carly
out there,
Rae.
I'll watch you and
I just am
time.
having
If you get
trouble
good
breathing,
enough,
that's
like
why.
say you get your time below 10 seconds, and if you can lasso the saw
Yes, let's
like this,
lasso.
4 times out of 5, I'll give you your very own lariat.
Yes.
You can practice as much as you want, whenever you want. Just don't go walking off with my rope, because I'll be watching.
Let me just fix this mic so I can fully put my hoof on the mouse.
Talk to you later.
Just stay out of trouble.
Ew. Oh wait, I need my saddle. That always looks like an iPod Nano to me on the floor. Even though it looks like just a trap or something.
Come on, Bob.
Okay, click the lasso. This is always a little tough. But we're gonna try. Oh yes, we are.
Perfect.
Or this is not the part that's tough, really. It's the barrel racing.
Gotcha.
No,
Oh.
that was an accident.
Oh.
Thanks, Los. That's so nice of you to say. Thank you. Thank you for everything.
Gotcha.
That's 3
Have
out
a
of
good
5.
rest of your day. 3 out of 5? Oh, wait, wait. Oh, that was an accident, but I think it's good.
Yes.
And go.
Perfect.
And go.
Gotcha.
And go.
Oh.
No. I'm not gonna be lasso girl.
Gotcha.
4 out of 5.
Oh, yay.
Congratulations.
God, my very own lasso. Oh wait, did I get one?
Here we go.
Ah, I don't know if I have to do this right now.
That's a 5-second penalty. You'll never get under 10 seconds now. Start
Ooh,
over.
enjoy that burger.
Here we go.
No. A penalty.
Yeah, yeah.
11.5. Start over.
All right, try again.
Here we go.
And one more. Yeah.
9.5. How about that?
Wow, not
You
too
did it.
All
shabby.
right. Now I can get my own lariat. I did the barrel race in under 10 seconds and roped the sawhorse 4 out of 5 times. Do I
You
get a
saw it,
lariat?
Nance.
Yep, here you go. I'm kind of surprised at you.
Why?
Figured you'd be good for some laughs out there. You
I don't think so. I love that rug.
But there's still hope. This little vacation of yours ain't over with yet.
You want to laugh at me?
May I go riding again?
Yep.
Talk to you
I'm
later.
gonna keep one hoof on if you don't mind. We should go up and finish the petroglyphs, probably.
Come on, Bob.
And we should probably talk to Mary Yazi, but first I know that we could do the petroglyphs.
That looks like Mary Yazi.
With a horse. We're getting some good luck with these puzzles. Let's hope it keeps going. And now, whoopsie, we lasso. Yay.
I can't get my map out now.
Okay.
I'll just remember the petroglyphs I see and check my map later.
Okay, so I think what you got, oh god, I don't remember now. Can I go just down one? So this moon thing and then asterisk thing. So moon thing, asterisk thing. Okay. People with their hands up. And a sun. And X's of sorts. A V for Valentine, no doubt. And now we gotta see what I missed down there. Right here, maybe? Where is it? Oh, 2 doves. Oh, or this. Maybe it's this and then
Beneath
that.
Cappy's
Keys, Pappy's name, please. Beneath Cappy's keys, Pappy's name, please. You betcha.
Can't check. I'm finished. Check.
Gosh, we've done so much.
Can't check that. I haven't done that yet.
Are we able to go to
I
the
haven't done
ghost
that yet.
town?
That's
Let's see. We hit 75 subs. Thanks, Rug. And Xander, enjoy your sub. We are doing Horse Week every day this work week. We're extending to Friday. And what a week it is. I'm having a blast. Thank you so much. We stan Horse Girl. I stan Horse Chat. You guys are Horse Chat if I'm Horse Girl. Horse Week continues. And we're in Dry Creek. Uh-oh.
probably just a bird.
Mm-hmm. That's what they all say. Whoa, a scorpion! That's pretty terrifying. Ah! Okay, we can actually do our hack, which I forget, honestly, what the hack is. Oh, it's just that. Let's call the sheriff. Horse month.
Hernandez.
Hello, Sheriff. It's Nancy Drew again.
Hello, Nancy. What can I do for you?
Thanks for your help.
You bet.
Okay. Oh, I really thought he could help me, but maybe he can't help me until I look at these certain things. Yeah, like this. I think... Let's try again. I feel like you have to call the sheriff.
Hernandez.
Aw.
Hello, Sheriff. It's Nancy
And thank
Drew
you,
again.
Potato.
Hello, Nancy.
I'm glad that this
What
could
can I do
help.
for you?
I noticed that you put a lock on one of the buildings in the ghost town.
Yeah, the support teams in there are about to go. I was afraid some dumb tourist would knock into one of them and bring the thing down, and I'd wind up having to dig them out.
If I'm real careful, do you think I could have the combination?
It's just
I'll
an
be
old
real
shack.
careful.
There's nothing to see in there.
I'm just curious. Amateur detective, remember? I'll lock the place back up when I'm done.
Okay, cool.
Well, if you swear you'll be careful.
I'll be extremely
9274.
careful. I promise.
Let's see, where did I put that combination? Ah, here we go. 9, 2, 7, 4.
Thanks for your help.
You bet.
All right, 9, 2, 7, 4. We're in.
An
Electrician's manual.
Wonder what that's doing here.
That's freaking weird. And white powder. Someone's been doing drugs.
Looks like I need to put in a password.
Pappy's name, please.
Looks like someone's been hanging out in here.
What the? Sleepovers? And I'm not invited? Okay, this we need to do, but I don't want to do it too soon. I think we'll be prompted.
Even the crumbs are crisp.
Here we go. Something. We gotta get that thing. All right. We got a lot of things to do. We gotta call Charlena. Pretty sure.
Charlena Purcell.
There we go. Yes, it
Hi,
worked.
This is Nancy Drew. May I please speak to Miss Purcell?
She told me to put you right through. She even told me
I
to
actually
make sure
don't
you didn't have to
know.
listen to that recording
That's a good
again.
point, Summer.
You really rate.
Hello, Nancy. So what have you discovered?
Do you know anything about Dry Creek?
Dry Creek, closest town to Shadow Mountain.
Shadow
Population
Ranch,
at its
Shadow
peak,
Mountain.
317. Leading citizen was Cappy Munger. His establishment contained the only piano within 50 miles. Frances, being as smart as she was, taught herself how to play it. That's apparently how she met Dirk.
It
He
is.
heard her composing a song one day and fell in love on the spot.
I wonder why
I came
there are
across a reference
electrician
to someone whom
manuals
Dirk
in
referred to as
JJ's
Pappy.
kitchen.
Probably his father, Kashmir.
Kashmir.
Valentine. He was a
Perfect.
blacksmith over in Prescott.
Well,
Would
she says
Francis have known
Prescott.
who he was?
Oh, yes.
Kashmir.
Dirk worshipped his
What
father.
a name.
Which is ironic, because by the time Dirk was arrested, his father had pretty much disowned him out of
That's
shame.
such a cool
Would you
name,
happen
actually.
to know the brand name of crackers back in the 1880s whose slogan was "Even the crumbs are crisp"?
Not offhand, but I certainly can find out.
Please do.
Details like that are why so many of my books have won awards for historical accuracy. Have you read any of my books?
No. But Aunt Bet has. She's a big fan.
I realize that my novels aren't everyone's cup of tea, but it wouldn't hurt to at least give them a try, would it?
Okay,
No.
okay.
In fact, I'll pick one up first chance I get.
And I'll send you the name of those crackers first chance I get.
I came across something that looks like a very old token and has the words Dry Creek Merchants on it.
Sounds like you have a piece of Dry Creek script.
Gambling?
It was sometimes used in mining towns like Dry Creek in place of currency. Does it have a denomination on it?
It says 1.5 cents.
Probably used for games.
Howdy,
You mean,
Maverick.
Like gambling?
I'm sure it was.
How are you doing? We're
sometimes
playing
used for
Nancy
gambling,
today.
but I'm
Still
talking
Horse
about
Week.
mechanical games. Believe it or not, they had some very primitive
And
arcade-type
this is a
games
horse-type
back in
game.
the 1880s. Some were quite entertaining.
I love it.
especially for a cent and a half.
Talk to you soon.
That would be great.
So we gotta put Dirk's father's name in here. Yeehaw! The fact that her goes so hard into the Charlena novels means they should have actually written those books. Oh my goodness. If they had books that were like quote unquote Charlena books, I wish they did. Oh wait, okay, let's do, yeah, that works. Oh wait, no, it does not. We need it to be A. C. The story is about an outlaw. An outlaw. An outlaw. Who fell in love with the sheriff's daughter. Okay, no, here's what we gotta do. This has to be an S. A. C. H. It's fine. M. Oh, it's spicy. That's the old tale, but now we're at the ranch where there's a phantom horse running around, and somebody is most likely after Dirk Valentine's treasure, who is the outlaw. And that's what we're trying to find out, and someone's sabotaging the ranch. So it's crazy stuff. Okay, there we go. Cash. No, oh my god. Okay, it's fine. Cash. Mirror.
Take your forks and a crank to the Beady
Eyes
Eyes Ranch and make
Ranch.
sure you see what's
I still
below.
forget, like,
When you stick the forks in
Beady
and give
Eyes
it a
Ranch.
spin,
It's like
off
right
toward
behind
my
me.
treasure
I
you'll
don't know.
go.
I just don't get like why it's called that.
Take your forks.
Take your forks to Beady Eyes Ranch. Got it. So we gotta search around the old western town. Okay, we don't take that, but under one of these things is a thing. Under one of these things is a thing. Oh god, the jail.
Yikes! The walls in there look like they could
Yikes!
fall
I
down
forgot
any
that.
second.
And she says it every single time.
So much for finding out what Dirk left in the cell for Francis.
It's locked. But we'll find a way. Where do I find that thingamabob? Bob, am I right? Is it over here? I gotta go to the bank, which is where this one. Okay, there's gonna be something there, but
I'm getting that definite feeling I'm not alone.
whoa, Graves. Nothing like Graves, just right in the middle of town. To really put you at ease. Like, I'm looking for the thing that goes right here, but I probably just didn't, like, unlock the thing yet. Beady Eyes Ranch, like, it might be that thing that I see. Here, let's just get the forks. Oh, lovely. Yay, a ghost. We're not alone. Awesome. Yeah, this is one of the best Nancy games of all time. I'm so obsessed. Yeah, right? Okay, maybe we just missed it. Mary Ozzy, can I please have your
Hi,
forks?
can I help you with something?
I
saw you riding earlier near Shadow Ranch. Do you ride around there a lot?
You're mistaken. Shadow Ranch is private property. I never ride there. You must have seen somebody else.
No, I'm pretty sure it was you.
I'm sure the Raleighs don't mind if you ride on their
There's
land.
not many people around here.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me. So don't go telling people you saw me trespassing, because you didn't.
See, this is just like Arthur.
Excuse me.
You didn't see me at Blackwater.
I can't talk right now. Sorry.
Wait, I need your forks. I also like her outfit. I like her shop in general. Wait, girl, I need these.
If I ask, maybe Mary will let me borrow these.
Yeah.
I can't talk right now. Sorry.
Frick you, Mary. I know, suspicious.
That's done. Can't check that off till it's done.
Can't check that off yet.
I can't talk right now. Sorry.
She is. Something's up. Whatever. I'm going back to Shadow Ranch, where I belong. And then I'm going to come back and harass you again.
That looks like Mary Yazzie and Tex.
I've caught you again, but this time with a lover. That is so real. A fake memory that you could go to the ghost or the cemetery. I have fake memories like that a lot, I believe. Did I like the Nancy Drew books? Well, I read this one and I really enjoyed it. And I also read one that was based off of one of my favorite games. Ooh, we could Snoop. He's not here because he's out with his lover. Bluebeard room, which was Blackmore Manor was based on. I absolutely love, since I've played all the games, to compare and contrast the books and what the games took from them. Is this Rug's
Hello, Nancy.
house?
Something I can do
Maybe.
for you?
May I see that letter
Down in
Francis
Alabama.
Humber wrote to your great aunt again?
No,
Sure,
I
thanks for
always
letting
do
me see it.
this. I don't want to
Dearest,
see it.
I'm pretty sure I saw Mary Yazzie riding on the
I'm a
Raleigh's
gossip.
property. Have you ever seen her riding around here?
Can't say as I have, but then most of my duties require me to stay close to home. Tex, he's the one you ought to ask.
I'll let you get back to work.
Take care.
Yay, cracker question. Here we go. The flowers is always an issue for me in this game, so I gotta pay attention. Whenever I get to that part, I like cheat. Sorry, okay. But I think in her notebook it says a lot, like which ones are her favorites. Okay. Find some beads. Oh. Okay, we gotta go to Mary Yazzie for that. Is Tex back?
Need something?
I'm pretty sure I saw Mary Yazzie riding on ranch property. Have you ever seen her riding around here?
Nope.
She denied it, adamantly.
Was she hurting anything? Defacing rocks? Setting fires? Threatening
How
some
have you been?
endangered species?
It just seemed like she was hiding something, that's all.
Sounds to me like you're making a mountain out of an anthill.
Sounds to me like I caught you.
Did I see you and Mary Yazzie riding together?
Me and Mary Yazzie? Course not. Why, I ain't said more than 10 words to her since I got here. You're imagining things.
Yes, we're having a
May I go
ball.
riding again?
Yep.
Yep.
Talk to you later.
Yahoo.
Let's go riding. And I guess we'll just go to Mary Yazzie and she better talk to me. That's all I gotta say. Not Chris is being a troll. You can't just go around and call people's usernames
Hi,
weird.
Can I help you with something?
I noticed some tuning
Your
forks
username is
over there.
weird.
Would it be okay if I borrowed them
So I
for
guess
a while?
Tell you what, if you go out and find me 10 arrowheads for this display I'm working on, I'll give them to you for free. You can put them in this.
Okay, cool.
You got a deal.
There are arrowheads all over this area. You just have to keep your eyes open.
I have them.
You
Did I
should
get
be
all
able
of
to
them?
find 10 in no time, as long as you don't
Wow.
dig and only collect arrowheads that the rain and wind have uncovered. You won't be breaking any rules.
Tex told me about, you know,
Oh my God, this
you
part.
and him.
He did?
Yeah, I kind of tricked him into telling me.
I don't believe it. He swears me to secrecy, then goes blabbing it to some teenager? Oh well, it was bound to come out sometime.
That's kind of what Tex said, too.
I mean, we're in love. What's the big deal?
Right, you're in love.
What's the big deal?
Wait a minute. He didn't tell you anything, did he? You tricked me. Oh, you're good. You are good.
Why do you think you have to keep your love for each other a secret?
Tex knows the Raleighs and I have been arguing about
She's
that
the killer.
property
Look
I
at that
wanna buy.
vest.
He's afraid if the Raleighs find out about us, they'll think he's collaborating with the enemy and fire him.
Only once. How were you at it?
The Raleighs wouldn't do
Ice skating.
that.
I think the real reason Tex wants to keep it a secret is because he's got this
secret
rough,
of Shadow
tough loner
Ranch.
thing going.
Murder.
I think the idea of changing his image scares him.
She has solved murder mysteries, but not always.
Knowing Tex, that does
Definitely
make
not.
sense.
Anyway, Tex and I are in love.
What's
We
the big
tried to keep it
idea?
a secret, and we blew it. You know, for a city slicker,
You got a lot of country smarts.
Do you know anything
I
about
love
the
that
treasure
line.
Dirk Valentine supposedly buried somewhere around Shadow Ranch?
I know it's a lot of hogwash.
What makes you so
what
sure?
makes you so sure?
If I had $1 for every lost mine or buried treasure story I've heard in the
Yeah,
30
oh,
odd
I
years
have
I've
a
lived
lot
here,
of this
I'd have 10
memorized.
horses, 2 cars, and possibly my own helicopter.
I
It's
love
nothing
knowing
but a
the
tall
inflections
tale.
of things.
Trust me.
Enjoy the sub, V-Bud Key. I don't know why I gotta do this. This is just the string from my pants. There's no better way to
I'd
celebrate.
like to recreate the beadwork that was on this bag. Only it looks like I need a lot of different beads.
Beads, huh? Let me see what I can do. While I do this for
Yeah.
you, why don't you finish that display for me? The one behind you.
Fair enough. Here we go. All right, this part isn't so bad. It's just a little tedious. Aw, thank you. The country smarts of gaslighting people. You know, the most well-known country smarts. So M. Okay, we gotta arrange them. Okay. This is the green over here. You know what I'll do? I think I've done this before. I'll put them all, I mean, I guess that's, no, yeah. I'll put them all like this because I don't know which one is gonna have which size. So I'll just put them according to color first, and then we will look at what sizes we're dealing with. And it will be easier to put them in order. That's my strategy. Yodelay! Aw, thanks, Aunt Chris. The Kapu Cave book is surely a mystery. I love when I find similarities in the books. It's just so fun. So that's kind of a bummer that it's just set in Hawaii and that's it. I love when they were truly based on the books, you know, good old days. What other books are good? So I read the Blackmore and the Shadow Ranch. Oh, I should read the Royal Tower. I've been saying that for years. That would be a really fun one to compare. This one is another one that always loves to just be in silence. Okay, that is T. That is T. And I hope it's the original game's Daryl because the second Daryl is not my Daryl. Dun, dun, dun. So, okay, I'm going to have to be the music, aren't I? Okay, that's correct. Uh-oh, I forgot the rest of it. Why do they insist on doing this puzzle in silence? Oh, Deception Island, Phantom of Venice, Shadow at the Water's Edge, and Shadow Ranch, and Danger by Design. God, I can't with the abbreviations. Sorry, I try. Despite how hard I try, I still get confused. Okay, interesting lineups, y'all. And then Shadow Ranch, Water's Edge, Thornton Hall, Labyrinth, and Venice. Interesting that you guys have Venice and Labyrinth. Extra, extra large, extra, extra large. Small, large, large. Oh, oh! Thank you! There we go. Thank you. Silly mistake. Oh, wait. No. Wait. This one. Yeah. Wow, I really did it twice.
There, that looks right.
Thank you for catching that. Now will you give me those forks?
I finished that display for you. Any luck finding those beads?
Here, try these.
Great, thanks. Why are you so
Here we
interested
go.
in buying that property from
Finally,
the
we'll figure this out.
There's a whole bunch of petrified wood on it. Tex discovered it.
Wood.
Every so often, he'll bring some pieces in, and I'll use it in my jewelry or try to sell it.
It was great talking to you.
Come in again.
Okay, how many arrowheads did we get? Shoot, are we missing one? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Got those arrowheads yet?
Apparently
No.
my eyes aren't
Okay.
as sharp as I thought they were.
So what's up?
It was great talking to you.
Catch you later.
Potentially at Shadow Ranch. Oh wait, did we take the forks? Or did she? I thought we could take it. Oh, it's something else. Okay.
I haven't done that yet. Can't check.
So now we have the beads, right? For Beady Eyes Ranch, pretty much. How do I figure out the pattern? Where was that picture? Let me look. Do what that, find some beads, use the pattern. Oh, from Bess and George.
I don't need that right now.
Yes, you do, though.
I don't need that right now.
You do, though. Because you got to figure out what that pattern is. Oops. I'm going to take a little pick. They really did well with the sound effects on this one. Very realistic.
Missed.
Oh. What the heck did I do? Alrighty. Oh, wait. Nope. I did this too fast. Yellow. Black. Black with red corners.
Missed.
Ah! Oh. Might be the yellows. I'm gonna go crazy. Like, I think the yellow was by itself. And then it was just the black. Black with red corners that I was supposed to repeat. Two. 3. 4. Oh god. Then red, white, red. Red with pink corners. Red, white, red with pink corners. Red, white, red with pink corners. Red, white, red with pink corners.
Perfect.
Yes, we've done it.
That flower looks kind of like
a poppy. Okay, cool. I should write that down.
Poppy.
I mean, I think she is writing this down, though, right? Sunflower, poppy, sunflower. I should probably write more down. Okay.
I'm finished with that.
Now, time to find some more arrowheads. I have a feeling we gotta go to Shadow Range. Red knot. Oh god, not red knot. Anything but red knot. Heck no.
All right, that's it.
Oh.
If you don't know enough to take the saddle and bridle off your horse before you go traipsing off, you don't deserve a horse.
Only if I'm a
No
fire.
more riding for you, sister.
Come on.
Need something?
No.
Talk to you later.
No hurry.
No hurry. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Tex hates the
Hello,
old town
Nancy.
hall.
Something I can do for
I
you?
bet my
I'll let
money
you get
on
back
it.
to work.
Appreciate it.
Okay, let's look for an arrowhead. Always a little difficult. I'm pretty positive we already found one in here. Right over here. We did, but... Dun, dun. Okay, maybe it's not on Shadow Ranch. It's probably not. I don't know. There's always freaking one arrowhead missing. Did we need 10 or 9 though? Oh lord. Come on, Bob. Oh my god. Am I okay?
Come on, Bob. Good boy.
It's annoying. Alright, my best guess is Cougar Bend. And I will look at the top if I have not already.
Ta-da!
Cut me some slack, Mary Ozzy. Yes! Okay, we have 9. Do we have to find 10? We gotta find them. I want to try to do this. I hope it works. But probably not, if she told me 10. Oh, yeah, because then she gives me one back. Or lets me keep one, right? Why can't I say this again? What the heck? What?
It was great talking to you.
Thanks for stopping by.
Did this all go away when I got a second chance? Did I do the beat it thing?
Something's missing.
What the frick? What? When did I last save though? Like...
That flower looks kind of like a poppy.
Okay, I'll just freaking keep it there, because...
Got those arrowheads yet?
Apparently my eyes aren't as sharp as I thought
It must
they
have been
were.
when I got
So what's
second
up?
chance. It's so weird.
It was great talking to you.
Thanks for stopping by.
Luckily, I saved. God, I did not think I did. Oh, this is not where I was supposed to go, but it's okay.
Heck, why walk when I can
ride? Heck.
I think I'll let Bob do the walking.
Okay, so, Cougar Bend. I think it was the second chance, but that's really crazy that it would go back that fast. Yeah, he's an Old Town Hall hater. Hey. Oh, I feel like an arrowhead is here. Yeah.
10 arrowheads. I'm all done.
We did it! Thank God. Well. Slay.
Interesting.
Where's that thing? I don't know, but I'll give this to Mariazi for now. Hopefully I'll figure it out. We'll get the forks, I think.
Got those arrowheads yet?
I have 10 arrowheads right here.
So you do. It looks like I only need 9 to finish this display.
Liar.
So here, keep this arrowhead. Thanks for your help, Nancy. Those tuning forks are all yours.
It was great talking to you.
Thanks for stopping by.
Okay. Great. The tuning forks are all mine. Wahahaha. And now back to Dry Creek, I suppose. I don't know where that thingamabob is. Howdy. I feel like it's underneath something. Where is Beady Eyes Ranch? Oh, wait. Yes! Right
I'll
here.
bet I saw a design just like that in Cappy's. Maybe I'm supposed to do something with it there.
Yay! Okay, that is solved, sort of. Then we bring it here.
This outline reminds me of something.
It reminds you of this. And of this. First of this. And then of this. Cool. What am I spelling again? Francis. Oh my God. How did that work? How did Dirk figure that out?
Peek beneath Zebra Rock, but you'll need a magnet what's there to unlock.
Oh God. Okay. I know that puzzle. I gotta go back to Shadow Ranch, get a magnet, fix a chicken coop, most likely. Dun. Okay, let's save. What the heck, save? Yep, knew it. Chicken coop time.
Oops, Dave said to wear gloves.
Well, I got gloves. Okay, or not.
Oops, Dave said to wear gloves.
I love how it's still pretty lit.
Tex must
Shadow
have turned the
Ranch
horses out for the night.
Shadow Ranch at night. It's pretty cool at night. Dun, dun. Sometimes this puzzle sucks, but let's see. But, you know, it's one of those puzzles that does snap in place if you get it right. So we love it for that. Ooh, we do love it for that. It's so scary. Listen to all those
This
nighttime
thing here.
sounds. Had to come back with an A.
That looks right.
Yes.
There. Sorry, coyotes. No chicken dinner for you tonight. Oh my god. My gloves.
Uh-oh.
They're glowing. That powder in the ghost town.
Flashback. It's a phantom horse! Do you hear me? The power supply! Not another saboteur.
Phantom horse again?
Again.
Sabotaged?
The power lines going to
You
the
bet.
ranch house were either cut or were otherwise disconnected from the house.
You mean you don't have
No water and no
We have a
electricity.
generator. It's pretty noisy, but it sure beats the alternative. But listen to this. When I was exploring the ghost town, I got this powdery stuff all over my gloves. And last night, when it was dark,
My gloves were glowing.
glowing? Like the horse?
Exactly like the horse. Maybe it glows because someone rubbed some kind of phosphorescent powder all over it.
And if you found that
think
stuff in
of
the
that?
ghost town, that must be where he or she has been hanging out.
Which is why I think I'll go back out there first chance I get. And another thing, Dave
And
was
another.
suspiciously absent during all the excitement last night.
You better
That
be
is
careful,
suspicious.
Nancy. If he and whoever's out at the ghost town are working together, they may decide you're a threat.
It'd sure be nice if you two were here with me.
Well, the fog
Wish
is
I had
finally
backup.
lifted, and they say we will definitely get out of here today. What they won't say is when.
That's it for now. Oh, and thanks for sending me that bead pattern.
Thanks for giving us something to do. Bye.
Bye. Okay, we need a magnet. So we got one right here. And now we're gonna go to...
That horseshoe wasn't
Ooh.
there before. Maybe the ghost horse threw it while it was running away last night.
Dun dun dun. Oh, I might need to do my chores. I don't really know. Do I have to do my chores? I guess we'll find out.
Need something?
Is it okay if I go riding?
Nope. Check to see if Whiny,
Yep.
I mean Shorty,
Whiny, I
chores
mean
for you folks.
shorty.
I found a horseshoe outside that wasn't there yesterday. I was thinking that maybe the phantom horse threw it. It's got a rock wedged in it.
So it does. Looks like the kind of rock you'd find out by the ghost town.
I've been to the ghost town, but I didn't see any horse.
I'm just telling you what I know. You don't want to hear what I got to say, then quit asking me stuff.
No, it's
You
true.
go up there much?
I got the
Nope, and I'll tell you
powder
why.
on my hands,
Last time I
and
was
then we
out there,
found
my
out.
horse acted real strange. Even tried to
Whiny,
throw me.
I mean
It was
shorty.
like he saw something I couldn't, something he didn't
It's
like.
true.
Something that was telling him to stay away.
Not
Talk to you later.
away.
Just stay out of trouble.
Yeah, I gotta go see if
No
Whiny.
sense going in there without a horse to ride.
I mean shorty. He'll certainly want me to do some tasks.
Nancy, I figured after last night you'd be long gone.
No.
I know I would be if I were you.
When the power company turned off the power,
Nothing
did they
scares
say when they'd
me.
be out to fix the lines?
I didn't
No,
either.
They had no idea when they'd be able to send somebody out here. And if that generator goes, I could
Forget
be
it.
cooking in the dark for days, weeks. Well, not weeks, because no way am I staying here that long. I'm so freaked out now, I'm not sure I can last one
You'll
more
be
day.
okay,
Just
shorty.
hang in there. I have a feeling that all this is going to be over soon.
Listen to you. Cool, calm, optimistic.
I'm a wreck and you're a rock.
Of course, you're also dead wrong and totally deluded, but I'm still impressed.
Want me to do anything before I go riding?
Same old, same old. If you bring me all the ripe stuff from the garden, I'll give you a basket to fill up with eggs. And once you're done with that, you'll be good to go.
Well, I'd better get going.
Come back soon.
All right, let's go on and get. I think those are overripe.
I shouldn't pick any vegetables
Oh,
until I have
shoot.
something to put them in. I shouldn't pick any vegetables until I have something to put them in.
Heard ya, loud and clear. Northern Lights, beef steak. Okay, these should be good. These should be good. Anything I missed? I don't think
It's so hot, I should get these vegetables into Shorty right away.
Ah.
pick those vegetables for me yet?
You betcha.
Good for you.
Yes.
Now, if
We've
you
done
just
it.
fill that egg
We've
basket
done it
for me
correctly.
again, we'll be all set.
Well, I'd better get going.
Don't be a stranger.
Did he give me one? I guess he did. I gotta talk to Dave, too. Evil chicken. Chicken of doom. I'll probably go and he'll say, you could find more eggs than that.
You can find more eggs than that.
I
I
can.
can?
First try. Oh, that's so true. Okay, now I see what you mean, Friday. I didn't get it for a second. So, there's no point in hiring their own chef. I mean, they're just being rich, I guess.
Hello, Nancy. Thanks for fixing that fence. What can I do for you?
It seems that Mary Yazzie and Tex have a thing for each
I'm
other.
gossip.
Tex and Mary Yazzie? You gotta be kidding me.
That's what Mary said. I don't think she'd lie about something like that. Do you?
Stranger things have happened,
Stranger
I guess.
things.
And the human heart never does seem to play by the rules.
You got that right.
You got a steady back home?
Phew. Steady. You mean boyfriend? Depends on why you want to know.
That depends on why you want to know.
Never mind. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked.
What
Forget I
the-
said anything.
Okay, chicken
So
down.
what else can I do for you?
May I see that letter Francis Humber
He
wrote
said
to
it.
your great aunt again?
Sure.
Thanks for letting me
Wait,
see it.
I don't want to
Just cut-
freaking see it again.
I'll
Sorry,
let you get
that was
back
an
to work.
accident.
See you later.
I know. Why did he chicken out? We love you, Dave. We would not have turned you down. We would have left Ned and we would have lived on this ranch. Actually, probably
Got those eggs for me?
Right here.
Good for you.
Anything I can do for you now?
Could I get
How
a
about,
canteen
can
of
I
water
please
from
take a
you?
sip of
You
water
betcha. You're good to
for
go.
the first time today?
Well, I'd better get going.
Pleasure talking to you.
He's chickened out because he's by the chicken coop. Wait, you're right. I just can't believe I have to do all that for just one singular sip of water. Well, you can't drink water till you complete your chores. How's that for urgency? That will really get someone to do their chores. So,
All
you
right,
know.
that's it. Now I made it real clear that you ain't allowed to go riding unless you check with me first. So take that saddle off,
Uh-oh.
'cause from now on, only way you're gonna get anywhere around here is on your own 2 feet.
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. I think it's okay. Okay, wait. Gotta check with Daddy Tex.
Need something?
Is it okay if I go riding?
Nope. I took a bridle apart, oiled the pieces,
Oh, no,
and
not
left 'em in that
this.
can on the shelf. You
I
can't
do say,
ride
like,
till you
I
get
will
the
say,
bridle
not
put
I do
back
say.
together right.
I forget
bit next to
that
the
all of
can.
these
Talk
puzzles,
to you
like, I do
later.
kind of forget some of these.
Yahoo.
This is probably one of my least favorites. I also, like, never know where the puzzle is. There we go.
Okay, there's the
Okay.
headstall. Now,
Do
let's
some chores that will
see.
dehydrate you beyond belief, then you could get one measly sip of water. It'll be great.
I'm getting there.
Nice. This one also always confuses me.
That
I don't know
looks right.
why. So let's see how we do.
I'm getting there.
Oh, good. Bum. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, it's just kind of weird. Maybe I have to really check in on a picture. And I don't love these sounds. There's probably a picture somewhere. Oh my god! Wait! My there we go. Hi guys! Oh my god, it's so exciting to see you. Thank you so much, Miles. Nancy Whomst? Nancy Drew, you people. Isn't it obvious? Happy horse to you and yours. That's what I always say. Nay. Am I right, guys? Oh. Am I right, guys? So yeah, it's been fun. It's been a crazy, crazy time. Unfortunately, we have a horse head with veins, which I hate. I absolutely hate the veins. It's disturbing, but they're there nonetheless. You know, it's your typical latex horse mask. And thank you so much, Miles, which I didn't even give you a shout out. Miles from the Quarry people. You know, our favorite character. So he played the horse in the Quarry. You know the one. Oh, good one to start with as a first. I think Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. This one's lovely. Phantom of Venice, you say? Phantom of Venice, I honestly wouldn't say that at first, but certainly wonderful. Sometimes I used to say Secret of the Old Clock is really good to start with if you are interested in getting into the Nancy games. However, you might find it boring, like I did when I was 10. For some reason, I was like, the 1930s, snore, but you might like the 1930s. Treasure in a Royal Tower. I say the classics are a good place to start with. They could be a little glitchy, though. Our game crashed, so I can't really Alt-Tab unless I want to risk it, which I don't. Right now, we are in dead silence, which is always so nice of the game to do to us. We are solving this puzzle, and every single time I forget how it goes. I bought my friend Curse. Oh, Blackmore Manor is incredible. Passions. It might be too difficult for a first for people. For some people, but that's one of my all-time favorites. That's a great one. Miles, are you ever going to play a Nancy game? Have we discussed this? Have you ever thought of it? As someone who almost exclusively plays Call of... Oh, I don't know that game, but the 30s. I really think you should. Passions, remind me, have you officially played a Nancy game? I think we've discussed this, but I don't know if you've just watched the Nancy games or you've played the Nancy games as well. Because if so, I think I've missed the streams. I too would like to drew. Well, I love that for you guys, and I'm here. If you have any Nancy questions, I clearly am a fan. To me, this puzzle is actually the main mystery that I'm always trying to solve every single time I play this. But yeah, all the newer games, they go crazy with the puzzles to the point where it doesn't make sense. You know what? That's it. I quit. No, but maybe we could look at a picture of a bridal or something. And you could get the true ambiance. It clicks into place, so that's the beauty of it. That's the good part. This is a creepy man.
Finish doing what I told you to do. You and me got nothing to talk
But
about.
when I say creepy man, some people love him. So how do you feel about that? What you just saw over there? Are you for it or against it? Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is all I have to do, and every time I don't do it. You did not like that. I don't either. It really unsettles me. But there's a hunk outside that we can chat with. Okay, we gotta start all over. That's the beauty of it. Why does this man have an Uncle Sam poster of himself in his barn that says, always check your girth before hitting the trail? It's iconic, but it is a little strange. But you do always have to, like, it's words to live by, I suppose.
I'm getting there.
Oh, okay then. But I know this thing went up like this. I just know it. I'm this close to cheating.
I'm getting there.
Yes. Okay, wait. Maybe I don't have to cheat after all. I did it! All right, guys. Great job. As I raise my hoof to the sky. I say great job as if you helped me at all. No offense. Oh, wait. Tex? Scary man? Can I go?
Need something?
I put that bridle back together.
Just what you said.
Now may I go riding?
Yep.
Talk to you later.
If you last that long.
Thanks. If you last that long. It's disturbing. But he just asked me if I got a steady back home. The way he turned around, though.
Hello, Nancy. Something I can do for you?
He's the one. And he's at the top. We did a Nancy Men tier list. He was at the God tier.
I'll let you get back to work.
See you later.
Now this man.
Miss Nancy, how may I be of service?
I don't know how you feel about him. I know how I feel about him. He is the gossip. He's the gossip and he is the chef. I know, we're gonna end up in his combo. Nancy Drew online. I'm gonna talk to her interactive about that. Come on, Bob. Go to Zebra Rock and bring a magnet. So we'll do just that. This is one of the other most horrible puzzles. You'll love it. All right, the thing about this, there's this little hack where you could do this a million times and then, ha ha ha, all those wooden planks go away. I've given away this amazing Nancy blanket a few times, and I hope to again. She's beautiful. Every single Nancy game. And we've given away other things too, and like games and such. But it's the best. It's awesome. But it literally gives me comfort when I wrap it around. Well, first of all, I'm just an insane girly, so I'm a super fan, and I have a Shadow Ranch pop socket. We did bake a cake today with that on it. Oh, I had a Shadow Ranch bag at a point because I wanted to be Horse Girl Slay with it, and then it got like ruined in the wash. So don't wash your Shadow Ranch bags. Oh, my tattoo. Howdy. And then I also have a little girl boss. Okay, this is where I always just guess what's what, which is not my best move. I guess I could go on the interwebs. Or not, probably.
We love our Lord and Savior.
Everybody pray.
We love Big Island Mike. My name is Joe Hardy, and I love my daddy, Big Island Mike. Let me please make you a snow cone. What's your favorite flavor? Oh yeah, I'll figure it out for you. Don't you worry, there's nothing I won't do for my Big Island Mike.
We got another silence puzzle, which I love. Is that copper? Who's to say? Actually, does it click in place? I don't know, but that's got to be silver, or my name's not Aaron. I wish I could show you the remix right now. I just can't risk alt tabbing, but at the end of the stream, I will play it. Don't let me forget. Okay, so this is not copper. This is not copper. Get it out. Get it out. Immediately. What could it be then? Faye? I don't know. I got a 66 in chemistry. Faye. I bet this is Faye. Yes. Okay, then I bet this is copper. Dang it. Are you kidding me? Oh, when they... Oh, oxidize. Well, what do you know? That's what the colors are based on. Interesting. I didn't even take physics. I took AP Psych instead. And I have no regrets. New York, the big you know, the big magnet. Double Forte, did you say your birthday's tomorrow too? Oh no. I don't want to do this one, no offense to this game. But I will. Is that a Poppy? I think so. So this, like, Frances Humber, who is the sheriff's daughter, who ran away because her dad's an a-hole. She has flowers. She likes them. She has them. Oh, that's a Poppy. I don't know what that is. And this puzzle is like, you have to get all her favorite flowers on it. And I always never feel like it. At this point, I'm just like, can we not? I don't know if it's that one. I feel like she likes, it looks like a lily. You know what? Let's bite the bullet. Let's go through our journal and see any flower names. So we have Poppy, Harrison's yellow, sunflower for those crackers. Well, I give up. No, it's okay. We'll just do other things for now.
Check. I
Check.
haven't done that yet. I haven't done that yet.
Oh, yep. Okay. We actually have to go back to Shadow Ranch.
Boy banana nana banana na blah 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 na hana nana nana hana na blah 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 na banana banana na banana blah 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 na blah blah na banana na blah blah.
Wait, too true, Neff. Thanks so much for the 100 bits and for that awesome thing that you just did there. Oh, Frances. That's the sheriff's daughter alert. And there's her sweater. And I think I have to call my friend George, who is a girl, just so you know. Bess and George. Erin is on the hunt for flowers.
So what's going on there?
Yes. Oh, really? Okay.
I'm lost when it comes to Frances's favorite flowers and the flowers on her favorites. Hint, please?
Dirk said something
Hint,
about having her
please.
picture painted in her favorite
Yeah?
doll. I'll bet that's what she's wearing in that painting in the den.
Some
Take a
web
closer
browsing,
look,
okay.
Then do some web browsing on your phone. I'll bet there's something there that'll have you in stitches.
That's it for now.
Have fun. Wish you were here. Kidding.
Okay, stitches. Stitches. Common knitting stitches. So there's one that's gonna be a flower. Daisy stitch. Okay, that's actually great to know. So in that case, okay, cool, we have a daisy. We need a sunflower. Maybe, I think the poppy, for some reason I feel like it goes up there. I don't know. Maybe that's the sunflower. I've played this game a lot. What would this one be? Okay, wait, maybe that. Maybe. What is the last one, though?
Looks like a secret compartment.
I can't believe I got that! Yes! Okay, I always have to cheat on that. That's
if you
awesome.
hope this task to ever complete, you must wind her up so she'll move her feet.
Okay, wander up. What? This thing? I mean, we have some kind of crank. Let's go back to the ghost town, because that's probably what we gotta do. Okay, but let's look at
The
this.
stuff I saw in here before is gone. Looks like I scared somebody off.
Interesting. I think I know what's gonna happen.
Maybe this is the key to the jail cell.
The key to the jail cell.
I'm in the jail cell.
No, Nancy, no. Nancy's in jail.
These old bricks
She's knocked
must
out.
be good for something.
She's knocked out cold.
I'll bet that's the key.
Rip Nancy. Okay, ready? Don't you worry. Uh-oh. Alright, don't you worry. Okay. We need more bricks. More bricks. Good thing they keep reappearing. And we will... No. Yes!
Oh no! Now I'm going to be stuck.
Nancy died in there. Okay, try again. Okay, before we do that then,
I'm locked in.
we gotta do something else. Okay, this is like an alphabet puzzle. I knew that we were missing something. Now I'm gonna be so... 5, 10, 15, 20. 21. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U. Under, right?
So far, so good. I'm getting there.
Under. Bank. I'm not a wizard.
Nay.
Miley Stork team, thanks for
Very
following.
good.
I'm not a wizard, I just remember the solution. Elemento.
Bank lamp.
Under bank lamp. Okay, good to know. Oh, I need a lasso first. Okay, this is what we do. Nancy is really just a genius. She has used her ranch life skills that she has acquired to save herself. There we go. And now we got to remember what we did with the bricks. I feel like here. You've done it. By George.
I need a rope.
Again? Really? Thanks so much.
Come to Mama.
Thank you for being here, Miley.
Whoever clobbered me must have dropped this.
To hide a message, take the last 2 letters of a word, reverse them, and then add them to the start of the word. Use these pictures in place of the word.
Anyone talks about this, they get a load of buckshot.
To hide a...
Okay. I don't even know if we have to use that. Because what we find out from it, we already know. So, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. We'll see.
Can't check that off till
It's done. So what did it say? Wind her up. Gotta wind up the music box. Can I take this crank? I always forget how to wind up the music box. I still have a brick that I'm just carrying around for funsies. Oh, something I have to do. I think I have to go back to the jail. Oh, and we have to go under...
The walls in there look like they could fall down any second. Yikes! The walls in there look like they could fall down any second.
All right, under bank lamp is what we got to do. I forgot. Here we go.
There's a letter down there.
Yes!
Did you know you can play some games more than one way? You can, and I'll tell you how. Use the ring that's the twin of Ellie's, your cousin, in Cappy's fun machine now.
Okay, so we found out that our lover Dave is related to Ellie, Francis's cousin, naturally. So he might have the ring. I believe he does. Okay, Dave, I'm gonna
Hello,
need
Nancy. Something I can do for you?
Your great
Did your
aunt's
great
ring.
aunt, by any chance, leave you a ring?
Sure did. It was her most prized possession.
I'm
In
gonna
fact,
need to
I got
take
it
it.
right here. Seems to me Aunt Ellie said Francis had one just like it. I keep it on me for good luck.
I know this is a lot to
Wow.
ask, but do you think I could borrow it
Good
for
one.
a while?
Borrow it? What for?
It's kind of a long story.
Just take care of it, okay?
Last time I was in the ghost town, somebody clobbered me over the head and locked me up in the old jail.
That's
was so
terrible.
great.
Did you see who did it?
No, but I have a sneaking suspicion it may be bank robbers who've been using the
And that
town
is
to
in the
lie
Nancy
low.
book.
You shouldn't go there anymore, Nancy. Something
so
bad's
protective.
obviously going on, and you should just stay away.
So
And call the
protective.
sheriff, of course.
I'll let you
I
get back
should.
to work.
Take care.
But will I? Maybe. Maybe, maybe not. All right, come on, Bob. We are gonna go. There's a game in the place that we were just in, the ghost town, that we have to
Come
play.
on, Bob.
But
Good
reversed. It's like the evil way to play, and then we'll get something. The Shadow Ranch book is good. I was really happy with how similar it is to the game. That was really fun. I read it on the NYC subway. I think before the pandemic. Now, we go to... This is a little hack for this game, though. So, save right now. Because otherwise you have to keep... It's like... It'll take 10 years. You'll have to keep getting this one coin from this certain game. And just playing this over and over if you don't save right there. So... Oh, wait. Let's put the ring in. To make this... You gotta make the nicest, sweetest, most pleasant friends and win instead of the meanest in the Wild West. All right, let's see. Okay, so I think we click the ones that we want to keep. Yep.
I'm going to keep playing this game until I win,
Darn it. Gosh darn it. Okay, so then you gotta load your game. You gotta be careful. Because it's all just freaking luck, unfortunately. Oh, let me save after I've put that in. Save. Save. Okay. I know, it's a struggle, but when you do this little hack, like, it would be the worst thing on earth if this hack didn't exist. Gentle. Okay, we have two nice people.
I'm going to keep playing.
Shadow load. Yes. Get your coin. All right, gentle chain. Yes! Okay, whoa. Good catch, girl. We got the key. But to where? Oh, the key is for this. Key.
On the paper
Yay.
you got when you first began, draw lines between the pictures shown here. If you draw them in order, you'll find something you need behind the picture that you make appear.
Okay, let me take a picture. So, this is what he's talking about, and we gotta take this. Oops. Alright. Oh, let's redo that. So, that thing to that thing, to that thing, to that thing. I think this is the way. Yep. V. Sun. Oops. Nope. To that varmint. To that. To that. To that. To that.
V.
V. For Valentine, no doubt. Yeah. You got it, girl. So now I think we're at endgame.
Can't check that off yet. Check.
I think. So V for Valentine. I just don't know if it's time yet. Because she didn't tell me. Okay, yeah, there's something.
Ta-da!
You did it, Nance. Good for you. Ooh, a V. We've done it.
At Charlie's grave, hold this up, look around, and you'll see
whoa.
the trail to a gift to you from me.
Awesome.
It's a rock. Too bad it's so...
At Charlie's grave...
Okay, so now we go to Mary Ozzie. And she's going to unscuff this rock.
Can I help you with something?
I found this piece of rock in the desert.
We are approaching
I'd
the
really
end.
like to get the scuff marks off of it.
Looks like it's been polished before. If I put it in the polisher, it'll buff up in
I
no
got a
time.
rock.
Let me see what I can do.
Yes, Mary Ozzie.
It's a picture agate.
Great. Thanks, Mary.
I don't...
It was great
Moana
talking to
doesn't
you.
do it for me
Catch
in
you
that
later.
game. She's like,
Hello?
did you know the ocean's a friend
on
of
a
mine?
flight to Phoenix.
All right.
Great.
Bad news is, the flight's been delayed.
Guys, here we go
Here we
again.
go again.
My friends
The
have
plane
never
that's
showed up.
supposed to fly us out of here is sitting on the tarmac in New Jersey waiting to take off. It's like 93rd in line or something.
So what are you doing, Nance? Have you figured out who's behind the sabotage yet?
No, but I
Don't
haven't
know who
got
the
feeling that
saboteur
whoever
is.
it is after Dirk Valentine's
But
treasure.
we're about
which
to know.
means if I
We
can
are
find
right at the end.
treasure, I can put a stop to the sabotage. And I think I'm in the home stretch. All I have to do is go where the picture on this agate takes me, and I'll be all set.
The picture
I'm still a
on
little
this
behind.
It's
Oh my
a
god,
long
we're at 80
story.
subs.
I'm
Thank you
tempted to ask
guys.
you to wait until George and I get
I'm so
there,
excited.
But I know that'd be like asking an Olympic speed
Horse
skater
Week
to
has
slow
really
down.
lifted my
Just
spirits.
be
It's been
prepared
so
to tell
fun.
us all about it.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
Have fun. Wish you were here.
Kidding. Oh, I got the inflection wrong again. Despicable. Okay, we're going to the trail stop, and we're holding up this picture agate in front of Charlie's grave. I always remember this end wrong, because I thought that you just found that V rock and then you go straight to the ending. I always forget. I think we officially cheated on no puzzles. Ooh.
That tree looks just like the one on the agate. I think I'll grab Bob and head out in that direction.
Okay. One more puzzle and the culprit will be revealed. Me and Bob are at the final site. One last lasso.
Now, how am I going to get up there? I
You're
could
going to
lasso
use your
that tree
lasso.
branch and pull myself up.
It's terrifying, Nancy, but if anyone's gonna do it, it's you. You are brave.
Yes!
We've done it.
Ancient cliff dwellings. Awesome!
Awesome ancient cliff dwellings. Okay. Let me get this picture. Oh. I forgot about this. So this is what we found. That's what we needed for it. This thing. So those three. Let me just write this down. Blue. Yellow. Red. Oops, I didn't even write down red. Red. So brown, lime, yellow. Okay, so we'll just go. I'm going to have the picture up on my phone. This is going to help us get through this maze. It's a little tricky. Oh, you know why it's tricky though? Because we got to look at like every little stop along the way. You'll see. It's a little bit of a headache. So this first one, brown. But you got to look in these things. So look around. Nothing. So brown. Then lime. But first, look in things. Nothing. Okay. It's like look in things and remember where you're at. Okay, this is lime. But first I just gotta check around here because I want to try to do this without having to go back, because going back is the worst. Alright, lime. Yes, we got this. Okay, so we just went through the green. And now we're on to yellow. We gotta look all around. It's just so confusing. Especially like, where did I just come from? Okay. Green. And now... we went into yellow and next... Wait, did we? Oh god. No, we went in from green. We go into yellow. Huh. Oh, did I go the wrong way? Indeed. Or not, but I think I did. Oh, well, maybe. No, I didn't. Now red. Except no. Except yes. Okay, next is blue. Oh gosh, this puzzle. Okay. Got it. I have a good feeling. Let's keep this going. Blue. What's after blue? Orange. We still got a ways to go. Okay, orange, then lime is next. Cool. Yellow, which we don't really have a choice anyway. Now what? I kind of lost where I was at. Okay, yellow, brown is next. Which we got no choice, perfect. Brown. And blue is next. And then lime. But first we gotta get to that thing. Which, how do we do that? Is that a fake one? That's fake of them to do. I guess it is. Lime. Orange is next. But first we gotta go through the red. So just look around here. Oh no. Blue. Oh gosh. Okay, I don't know. So did we go through the red? Orange, orange. Blue. Okay, next is brown. Then lime. Then orange. This is intense. Red. Blue is next. Then yellow. Then lime. But where are the missing pieces? Then blue. Okay, here's one maybe. Yes. Alright, lime is next, but just look around. Okay. Brown. We might have missed one. I feel like there's 5. Oh god. Is there 5? No, we missed one. It's okay. Does this one have anything in it? No. This is where I might just say screw it and start looking around and kind of losing my way. We tried really hard because we eventually find our way back because we know it sort of well enough. What about this one? There we go. Awesome. So green or green, orange. Okay, we're here.
Okay, I think red. Yep. Blue, yellow, lime, blue, lime, brown.
Phew, we did it, y'all. We're right there, right at the end of the game. Okay.
This goes here.
Awesome.
That doesn't go there.
This goes here.
This goes here.
This goes here.
This goes here.
This goes. Oops. This goes here.
This goes here.
We've done it. Thank you.
That was right.
Oh my god, what are we gonna find? Francis with a V.
There it is.
Dirk Valentine's treasure.
Solid gold.
Wow. Endgame approaching. Yes, yes. Thank you for the warning, Britt. Solid gold hearts. How did he get that done? So romantic. With a big V. And another V. And it's been sitting here for years and no one's found it. Super believable and really romantic. And now, it is sad she never got to see this. But you know who thinks they're gonna get to see this? The culprit. And it's happening now, people. It's happening now. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Shorty!
Why, hello, Nancy.
But you were so nice.
Find the treasure yet?
So you're the one who's been sabotaging the ranch.
That's right. Here my buddies and I went to all that trouble.
That is really close
wrangling
to the
that horse, busting
book.
that pipe,
His
cutting
bank
those
robber
wires,
buddies.
trying to scare people off the ranch so we could tear the place
Well,
apart looking for the treasure.
howdy, Shorty.
When all we really had to do was what I just got done doing. Follow you.
You went to a lot of trouble for nothing. The treasure's gone.
You knew it?
Well, now, I don't believe you, Miss Nancy. Oh, and by the way, it's too far to make it back to the ranch without a horse, and I just ran yours off.
Oh, thanks.
Which means you,
Who
to
needs
use an
Bob?
old cooking expression, are toast.
That's what you think.
Looks to me like the only way out is the
what
way
you
you
think.
came in, Nancy. So, ready or not, here I come.
No. Yeah. I think that's what she does in the book, maybe.
There's gotta be a way
You
to
gotta
stop
think.
Shorty. Think!
We're not gonna think. We're gonna let him get us because it's the best. It's the best. So we're just gonna stand here.
Just went through another door, Nancy.
We're just gonna sit here and be scared. Oh no! What do I do? Shorty's gonna get me.
Another one. Only 4 to go.
I always say, my brother, when he was like very young, figured out the end solution to this game. It was really iconic. Me, my mom, and him all sat in my room and figured this out. But he was the one who really figured it out. This is ready.
Here's Shorty.
It every time. Here's Shorty. Oh, it gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Looks to me like the only way out is the way you came in, Nancy.
Because he's gonna kill her.
So, ready or not, here I come.
Here's Shorty. Nay.
I'm getting close.
Only one door left. So what we do, we take the stone. And which one's the one that we need to go through? Yeah. Okay.
Just went through another door, Nancy.
And we replace it with that. So he thinks he's following what I followed. And he thinks he's going the right way. But he's actually about to fall into a pit of doom.
There. Now I better hide.
Last door. After I get the treasure, I'll deal with you. Whoa! You switched door markers on me, didn't you? That was downright mean, Nancy. I could have hurt myself. The least you can do is help me off of here. How about it?
Nah. I think I'll go get the sheriff and let
Me and
him
Bob are
help
gonna
you
go get
off
the
of
sheriff.
there. Dear Hannah, it turns out that Shorty had ridden to the cliff dwellings on the
We've done
Phantom
it.
horse, which was really just a trick horse that a friend of one of
Yeet
his
Shorty
band
right on
robber
out of
buddies had
there.
trained. Since my
We
horse was
did it.
gone and it was getting dark, I wound up riding it back to the ranch so I could call the sheriff. You should have seen the look on everyone's face when I rode up on a glowing horse. It looks like the phosphorescent powder that they used to make it glow was harmless.
Come
but
on,
Tex
Bob.
is taking care of the horse until he's sure it's okay.
Aw.
Mary Yazzie has straightened everything out with the Raleighs, and now
I
she
love
comes
her.
over a lot, mostly to see Tex.
He's
He
blushing.
turns beet red whenever she's around. It's actually kind of cute. Speaking of cute, Dave confessed to the Raleighs as soon as they got home from the hospital, just like he said he would. They not only forgave him, they even offered to split
Oh
the
my
treasure
God.
with him if it turns out they can keep it. Sheriff Hernandez is looking into it. The best
Wow,
part
that's
is
really
Bess
nice of
and
them.
George finally got here, and we've been having a ball. Here's a picture of the three of us on our horses.
Oh, wow.
Unfortunately, Dave took it. Guess he didn't realize his finger was over the lens. See you in a couple of days. Love, Nancy. P.S. I started reading the Charlene Purcell novel Aunt Bet has. And you know what? I can't put it down.
We've done it! What a wonderful, wonderful day. What a stream. Hey, sassy detective. Congratulations on solving the Secret of Shadow Ranch case. Dave and Tex got together and decided to nickname you... What? R&R for ratting and roping. Alrighty. For barrel bending, sawhorse roping, and lariat tossing. Thanks, guys. What's this? Curse of
If
Black
dreams
Manor!
can come true,
This
what
is
about
another
curses?
amazing game.
Well, in my next mystery adventure, you can find out for yourself, if you dare. I've been invited to a creepy old castle in England to find out who or what is terrorizing its residents. Could it be that the spirit of a centuries-old witch has returned to seek revenge? And why, after 300 years, has the Beast of Blackmoor returned to prowl the moors again? The answers to these and many other dark secrets will be uncovered in my next case, The Curse of Blackmoor Manor.
God, do I want to play it? Absolutely, but I've already done that many a time. Wow, coming soon. It's been. Thank you guys for such a wonderful stream. Do we want to end the stream with a Big Island Mike remix? Little celebration.
We love Big Island Mike. My name is Joe Hardy, and I love my daddy, Big Island Mike. Let me please make you a snow cone. What's your favorite flavor? My name is Joe Hardy, and I love my daddy, Big Island. Let me please make you a star cone. What's your favorite flavor? Oh yeah, I'll figure it out for you. Don't you worry, there's nothing I won't do for my favorite pie. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah. Wow. The way that I'm multitasking, 2 horse heads pressing the stream deck. You got a steady back home? Howdy. Now go on and get